Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of the Dead Realms campaign, where a lot of crazy stuff will probably happen tonight due to last week's shenanigans. But without but without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our player. Well, first off, our returning player who missed out on the craziness last week.
Hello, I am Blue, playing the Dragonborn Monk Cleric.
All right, and the next player down, according to Discord. Bob, you're muted.
Once again, old age.
It happens.
Hello, I'm Ichabod Iron Eyes. Half
Alright.
elf.
All right, next one down, which is our recent newer player that may or may not leave. So,
My name is Koto Soshu. I am a human monk.
all right, and then the one in the hot seat for what might happen. So,
Rico motherfucking Tent Bunny.
and then
Hero
finally,
of this campaign.
hero of this campaign, and then our final player for the evening.
I'm playing Axius, a tiefling barbarian.
All right, and I am Tyler, your humble DM, and now let's play some music and get right back to where we left off. Y'all can hear this music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week it was a quiet evening in a tavern. Most of you were having a good time. Ichabod and Rico met Koto and kind of dragged him into the craziness of this campaign. So Axius showed up looking brand new with a new look and escort them to town at a rapid pace to discuss that his wife, Amryn, was kidnapped by Black, the black monk dragonborn that Blue spoke of during the past couple weeks of knowing Blue. They were trying to discuss a plan until they realized that some invisible force was messing with the carriage. And then they followed said tracks only to find Beatrice, by the way. And after a short scuffle, and through some negotiation and through talks, they convinced Beatrice to join their team, surprisingly. They then make it back to town, try to figure out who was the spy for Black, and they found said spy, got the information, killed him, warned the town about it, and then Go, Axius, and Koto, forcibly, and Ichabod, after gathering some equipment, went to the forest to try to find Amryn. Well, Blue stayed behind to try to help build up the town's defenses along with protecting Anea. You guys went through the forest, and as you guys were going through, you realized how much of a big force, basically a small platoon army that Black is leading. At least 50 plus zombies, 3 undead ogres, and when you got to the center point of where he was, even an undead green dragon. You guys initially were planning on saving Amryn, but seeing the risk was too high, you guys decided that the best course of action was to head back to town and warn the town about the impending force and see if you can, what's the term I'm looking for? I forget. To basically escort the town out. Evacuate. Thank you. Sorry, my brain is mush today. But for that, right when they're about to leave, Rico decided to act on his own to try to save Amryn, and with one failed stealth check, got caught. And that's what happened last time. So without further ado, let me give you this Alvaro Rodeo link. So just give me one quick second. So most of these maps are made by our producer, Santi, otherwise known as Goodell. He does a lot of work for the stream, and he even made some maps and even made new tokens for the green-eyed zombies. So the link for the Alvaro Rodeo is in the Dead Realms text chat, so go ahead and click that, and you'll see what's going on. So, and just let me know when you guys get in, let me know. Is everyone in at this point?
Party.
Still loading.
Yeah,
Oh, now
now.
Still
I
loading?
don't have a
Okay,
token,
just give it.
but I'm
Yeah.
there.
You three are like at the edge of this area. As far as you know nothing of what's going on here. You could see Amaryn's token, Axius. Hopefully I did her justice. And then you do see not only 25 green-eyed zombies and an undead green dragon, but you also see Black's token. And to kind of give a perspective of what Black looks like, he is a black dragonborn with a left humanoid hand that seems to be not even part of his body, that seems to be attached to him in some way. And he has the glowing green skull around his neck. And where we last left off, Black notices you, Rico. And he says, a halfling. What brings you into this forest? And he was walking towards you. Would you like to do anything while he's walking towards you? Seeing that you had got caught.
Do I have line of sight of Amaryn in that tree?
I would say make a perception check because there's multiple zombies around and there's a bright green light that is lighting this area with the light spell.
It's another 7.
Yeah, you're so like focused on all the zombies around you that you're not even paying attention to where Amaryn's specific location is. But at this point, he does go up to you, and you're kind of laying down on the ground trying to get yourself back up, and he crouches. And when he crouches, he takes the green skull that he's holding in his left hand and just like puts it in his robe, and he says, "No. Why are you here in my place?"
I heard there was a buy one get one free on ass kicking. I came here to get one. Oh shit.
You fool. If you just simply wanted to die, all you have to do is submit now. And at this point, he's going to attempt to grab you with his one hand. Do you allow him to do so?
No.
I need you to make a dexterity check against his strength. So just roll here. Oof, man,
4.
the low rolls keep coming. Yeah, he picks you as you're trying to move away. He instantly grabs you from like the back of your gear and just pulls you up to his full height, which is about 6'4". And he says, "Now, what is the real reason why you're here?" As he's looking straight into your face.
Can I stab him with my dagger?
Make an attack roll.
From 0 to 100.
Big money, big money. Alright, 18.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
For a whopping 3 points of piercing.
Hey. You stab him in his claw, and he goes, "Ah!" And you drop to the ground. You have basically one turn to do whatever you want before he does something to you.
Alright.
What would you like to do? Keep in mind, there are 25 zombies and an undead dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the left of the map. Like 1 up. 5.
You can move your token.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Uh-huh.
And I see Amaryn now.
Yes, you do. She is like tied against the tree, unconscious, with the undead green dragon coiling around the tree of where she's at, and the green dragon staring directly at you.
Sweet. I'm gonna fire off. God, what's it called? 3 scorching rays at the ropes that are tying her up.
Okay. Make 3 attack rolls.
Oh god. 10, 14, 26.
2 out of the 3 will hit. Don't even roll damage. You hit.
Oh.
You shoot 3 scorching rays. By the way, what do your scorching rays look like?
Just long beams of fire.
All right. So you miss the first shot that hits above the ropes, but then you hit the other ropes, which quickly burn away and fizzle. And Amaranth's body just flops against the ground, which wakes her. And then she wakes up frightened that a dragon's fucking coiling around her. She goes, "What is a dragon? What the hell's going on?" And she's checking out the site, and she's basically seeing what you're seeing right now, and she's kind of terrified of the situation.
All right. Then for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat and fucking yeet out of there.
Expeditious Retreat is a leveled spell. You cast Scorching
The
Ray.
first level spell.
Well, you have to cast for your turn, so you can cast a cantrip and a level spell. You cannot cast 2 leveled spells.
All right, I will not do that.
What else would you like to do?
Probably soil my britches a little bit.
All right. Okay. Amaranth
I'm
gets
gonna-
a turn to react.
I'm gonna yell, "Run, Amaranth, run!"
She will take care of ice. She will disengage and will run away.
That's all I wanted.
All right. Black then says, "I was going to give you a quick death, but I think you deserve a longer one now." He then grabs his skull with the humanoid hand, and you see that he activates it. But when he does, usually for you, Rico, what you experienced earlier that day, is when you hold it, it usually burns up your entire hand and you get this burning sensation. However, this only goes up to the wrist, and you see that he has no ill effect placed on him. And then he says, come on. And then he points at your direction, and all the zombies look directly towards you and start to march. Wah. Wah. And they're all approaching your general direction. While I move all these zombies, what would you like to do?
My turn again?
Yep.
Yeah, Expeditious Retreat. That's a bonus action.
Yep.
I'll disengage and then just
Uh-huh.
fucking run as fast as I can.
All right.
So
book it.
my regular speed's 25, so that's 50.
So you book the hell out of there. And Black then says, as you are leaving this whole area that was consumed by the light spell, you are running and running and running. But you do hear Black says, "You run all you like. And don't even try running to that town." And then you hear him say another command, "Akchum Sam Kurma." And then you hear a bunch of growls from what seems like to be the area that you left, the area nearby you. And then you hear 3 louder grunts, followed by a dragon's roar as you run away. Now, as you run away, what is your intention? To meet up with the group? Presumably?
Yeah, but I want to stay in the tree line just to avoid that fucking dragon.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'll give you a choice. Your first check will just be a regular roll, since there's still visible light. You can either choose to hide from the dragon, or to make a survival check to make it your way out of the forest. However, whatever check you don't make will be made at disadvantage as you are leaving the light source. So
Did I
that
get a
being
sense
said-
that the spell that he cast was kind of like a hunter's mark kind of thing? Like it tracks where I am? Or
Make a Arcana check.
okay. 'Cause
So
I'm not
this one is not counted towards the total. So
20.
20. You get the feeling he was holding the skull the whole time. You get the feeling it has some kind of power relating with the skull and some kind of command word of sorts, but you don't know for sure.
Okay.
But you
Then
do
yeah, I'll
know
try to
that.
meet up.
Okay, so would you like to make a stealth check to hide first, or would you like to make a survival check to find your party?
Survival.
All right, so this one will just be a regular roll, so make a survival check.
16.
Okay. You are able to find the tracks of your friends and just follow set tracks. Now I need you to make a stealth check with disadvantage as you're moving away from the light source, as your
Sweet.
visibility is slowly getting darker and darker.
Can I take an action to make a stone glow as my Tinkerer feature, just to give me like 5 feet of light?
Sure, I'll
It's
allow
an
that.
action. Okay.
Sure, I'll allow that. So make a stealth check to see if you can hide from the horde. Good luck.
Oh fuck. 6.
You think you're stealthy, but your light attracts the nearby zombies around you. They're further away to where they're not like on you, but they are chasing you as you head back to your friends. Speaking of your friends, let's move on to there. So Ichabod, Axios, and Koto, you guys decided to go to town and evacuate. And after 10 minutes of walking and following Koto around, stealthily, of course, since Koto is from this area, you hear these echoing commands coming from where you were. And then you hear the zombies around you with guttural growls, and there seems to be heading towards the same direction in which you guys are at. But all three of you notice that Rico's not nearby you.
Can I hear that incantation to try to memorize it?
You hear him say that weird command, and you hear him say like 2 different ones.
Hey,
Say
can I
again?
memorize it? I'm trying to memorize it. Is that possible?
Make a intelligence check to see if you can memorize it. All of a sudden, as my dog barks in the background, I don't know if you can hear it.
17.
You memorize one of the commands. Would you like to listen to the first one or second one?
The first one.
Okay. Let me make the note. All right. So you see all these zombies just react with growls, and then they just turn towards the same direction and are marching towards your direction. You get the feeling that you think that they were chasing you, but they don't seem to pay much attention to you, but rather they're just going to the same general direction. How do you guys react to that? This is very weird. They don't seem to notice you.
Are we ahead?
You're ahead. You're away from this, and you three can see in the dark. How do you react to this? All of a sudden, the zombies around you just go to the same direction, but not paying attention to you.
Definitely gonna try to slip past them to get to town first.
All right. Koto, Ichabod.
Yes.
Do you wish me to leave you and make it to town first? Move faster than all of you.
Yeah. What?
I can either stay with you and we all move
Go.
at your pace.
Let's go.
Okay. Move 40 feet, so I can move 80 feet.
Sure.
What rolls do you want me to make? Get back to town.
Because you're from this area, and since you know most of this forest well, you could basically not having to worry about making stealth checks. However, due to you constantly avoiding these green-eyed zombies and trying to avoid like the 3 ogres that you're passing by, they're making it difficult to actually pass through. So with that, I need you to make a perception check. And you are a human, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so because you are a human, but this is your area, you would normally have disadvantage. So just make a regular perception check because you kind of know these woods a bit. Okay, cool. A 9. Getting these low rolls out of the way.
Did that pop up?
It popped up.
Okay.
5 plus 4, so 9. All right, you're trying to navigate your usual path way back, but these undead are like getting in the way, and fearing to not get strike, you try to take an alternative route. While you're taking that alternative route, you bump into an obstacle that you have not yet realized. You know these woods like the back of your hand because you were raised in them and trained in them and whatnot. So it's weird that this weird blockage is in the way. Only when you bump into it, when you're not paying attention, does it start to move. But then you get this feeling like, oh shit, I know what this thing is. Simultaneously, while you're doing that, Rico, you see, well, you don't see actually, but you're following the tracks with the glowing light stone, and you eventually are, and you're running away from the zombies chasing you, and you see Axius and Ichabod in the distance trying to like pass by, and you're also seeing these zombies like walking in the same general direction, but there's a couple of zombies passing by you. Yes, Koto.
Can I burn a key point and step in the wind to get past this guy?
I'll get to you back in a second. so
Okay.
So Rico, you do see your friends Axius and Ichabod.
Yeah, I'd like to cut through and meet up with them.
You do so. Ichabod
I'll-
and Axius, your vision starts to glow a little bit more in color as you see Rico with his glowing orb. Glowing rock, excuse me.
And just whisper yell, your wife is free. I don't know how she's doing, but she's free. Fucking run. And I'm just booking
You
it.
then see a bunch of zombies that were chasing Rico.
I grab
What
the
do you
rock,
do?
grab the rock out of his hand, and I throw it in a different direction, and then grab him and just start dragging him our way.
All right, you do so. Pick up, go. Axius,
Follow.
follow. All right, you go down a similar path. Now let's go back to Koto. Koto, this weird thing that is slowly popping up is something familiar. Something familiar that has been haunting your dreams for quite a long while, especially since your
Aw,
friend
fuck
was
you.
involved. And as you do, you see a shambler that was blocking your path as you are as you like basically face in front of you. Now, you went 40 feet ahead of the group. Axius and Ichabod, what is your movement speed?
30.
30.
Okay. Okay. And spending your action to dash would be 80, right?
60.
60.
All right. So you'll show up in the next round with half your movement speed, but you three are together. It's just at this point that we all now roll for initiative.
Even blue?
Initiative, please.
So
15.
there it is.
So let me
20.
roll for this
16.
20. Nice. 16. Rico, what'd you roll?
Fucking 3.
Man, these little rolls, bruh. Axius.
Yep.
What'd you roll?
15.
15? Okay. Let me roll for the shambler. Alright. Okay, so Koto, you're the first to react. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna burn a key point, step in the wind.
To try to get past this thing?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't provoke any attacks of opportunity. It's basically like rogue ability. I got to burn a key
Okay.
point to do it. Then I
Okay,
move
you
my
could get
full 80 to get past.
All right. So you can move your token. As you are like stepping over the shambler, you do see the corpse of your friend just melded into him, along with the corpses of other several dead elves attached to this creature. There are 8 corpses attached to this creature specifically that are just like seems like embedded into it. And you do see your friend in there as well, the corpse of your friend.
I ignore it. I
As
got
you-
my mission right now. I got to go save the town.
All right. Cool beans, cool beans. So that being said, you guys are gonna appear in the next round. The Shambler, not being as intelligent, will try to go 20 feet towards you. Boom. Boom. It is at this point, Axius and Ichabod and Rico, that you guys spent half your movement. Well, not Rico, he was carried. You spent half your movement getting to the map, and you do see this weird fucking shambling thing in the distance. Rico, you do see nothing, but you do see this like weird shambler, just like basically thick vines covered in what seems like to be these corpses, all over its body and embedded into its body. Since what do you guys like to do?
Um, I don't know this. I'm still moving stealthily. I'm trying to see if I can't get around them to go into town.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
23.
23? Yeah, doesn't seem to notice you.
So you said I have 15 feet left to move?
You have 15 feet because you spend half of your movement getting to this map.
Alright, so I'll just go right there stealthily.
Yep.
And I'll hold my action to attack with my dagger only if I'm noticed by him.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Ichabod was supposed to go first. But Ichabod, you're up. What would you like to do?
All right. I was going to go. If he went left, I was going to go right with Rico on the opposite side of him, trying to get away from him.
I am back. Can you hear me? I don't know what happened there.
Huh?
I can hear you.
I can
Okay.
hear you, but I can't see you.
Right now. For some reason, I
Hard to
got
see him
disconnected,
either.
but I'm back. So what is it?
I was going to go. If he went left, I was going to go right with Rico and go try to go around him too.
So same thing,
I have
stealth.
my long sword out just in case he needs to attack, and I'll tell Rico we're coming up to a shambler. If it attacks us, shoot it or blast it or whatever the heck you do.
All right. So make a stealth check for me.
Stealth check.
Yep.
5.
Oof. You carrying Rico adds some extra weight. So because of it, you're making a lot more noise with your equipment. So as you move like right next to Axis, Rico, do you allow Ichabod to be carried you still, by the way?
Hell yeah.
So you're a test room. So the Shambler with a passive perception of 10 notices you. And it turns around and goes. So that's weird. Okay, it seems like we're having some camera difficulties, but they should still hear me, so it should be fine. But this Shambler turns around and sees you, Ichabod, carrying Rico, and it does seem to notice you. What do? You used all your 15 feet of movement for the turn, so.
I've only got melee weapons. I'll keep. My next turn, I'll keep moving. Try to draw it away from Maxis so
Okay.
he can get around it.
All right.
You
Would
run,
you like
I'll
to...
fire.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to do anything action-wise before doing so, as it turns around and notices you?
I got.
You can attack. You can make a dash action to move again if you want to.
I'll do the dash action moving in this direction, trying to keep as far away from it as possible.
Okay. Do you put down Rico, or?
I got him on my back.
Okay. So, okay. So, boop, boop.
Yeah.
All right. So, test Rico there. Rico, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'd like to firebolt this big thing.
Attack roll, sir.
All right, 21.
That will hit him. Roll damage.
7 points to fire.
All right. So, you shoot your firebolt. As it does, the firebolt goes into the creature. However, it doesn't seem to break through its thick vining carapace. So, your fire damage deals half to 3. As you get the feeling that this thing might be resistant to fire due to its thick, veiny hide, and probably because of the corpses on his back too. Anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
All right, it is the creature's turn. See its attack range. All right, you see this creature as it moves towards you very slowly. You could just see its body just open up, and it looks like it could possibly engulf you. And as it does, you do see the corpses of a couple of elves in there, as it looks like it could engulf you at any given moment. Top of the round, Kodo, you're just getting the hell out of Dodge, I presume.
Bonus action, since he shot.
Say again, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
bonus action Kinsey shot.
Kensai shot. All right.
Yep.
Attack roll.
Would a 16 hit?
That will hit. Roll damage.
+4. Those are bogus shots. So I got
Okay.
8 points of damage.
You shoot your arrow, and unlike Rico's firebolt, where it just like basically is like slamming against a brick wall, your sharp arrow pierces this creature. It goes as it
Did I at
turns.
least get its attention?
Yes, you do.
Okay. And then I'm off the map with 80.
All right, and you're out of combat. Alrighty. You see Rico in Ichabod. You see Ichabod that it was gonna engulf you, but then it turns around as Koto leaves the map. I'm gonna just remove your token off the map, and it seems to pay attention to that general direction rather than where you are. But now it's your turn, Ichabod. What would you like to do?
And they basically saw an arrow come out of nowhere.
Yep, basically.
I want to move as far away as possible.
Okay. You're not in
30
its
feet.
attack range, so you're free to move.
All right. Taking Rico with me.
Would you like to spend your action to get off the map? Would you like to spend your action to dash? If you dash, you could get away with the out of the map with Rico.
Dash.
Dash. All right. You,
There's no
Ichabod,
options.
and Rico, leave the map unharmed. All right, Axius, you're up. Your friends have ran away and went around this creature. You are stealth at the moment. What would you like to do?
Seeing that Ichabod's path was pretty clear, and I see that the arrow hit this little monstrosity, I'm going to follow Ichabod's steps. So I am going to use my movement of 30, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get right over here. Then I want to use my action to dash, and that'd be another 30 or another 60?
Another 30.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. The creature, being very dumb, will go to the direction where Koto was, and will spend its turn just basically moving towards that general direction. Axius, what would you like to do?
Still follow behind Ichabod and Rico, so another 30 and then another dash, so 60 feet. 15,
All right.
20.
I think you could just get off the map at that point.
Okay, that'll work.
Yep. So all of you escape the shambling mound, and as you guys turn around and leave the vicinity, you do see a bunch of zombies approaching behind the shambling mound as the shambling mound is at a very slow pace at Koto, but eventually you lose at Koto. And all of you leave, but you all make it back to town. And you're now in the town of Parnas. And you see that the town itself is getting prepared for defenses since you guys warned about it. Blue, you guys spend much of your time assisting basically whatever local militia is building out, with basic fighting skills and self-defense or what have you, and giving them tips and pointers of like how to avoid bites and swipes and what have you. And you've also been protecting Anea at this point. You've also have been noticing that they, out of most of the townsfolk, they only got a really good amount of like survivors that are actually capable of defending whatever comes. But as far as you know, you do know that Black is involved. You do know that he has the skull. You do know that he has an undead green dragon at his command, along with 3 undead ogres and God knows how many zombies. How are you feeling right now during this situation?
Well, things could be worse, but I suppose this'll do.
As soon as you say that, you see your friends as they are basically hurrying the hell out, and you do see someone who you haven't fully met yet. You see him with the group, but not really. So, Coach,
I'm
if you
way
would just,
ahead of them.
oh yeah,
I am
you're probably the first one there. So,
slapping them. Yeah.
yes. So, describe to Blue what your character looks like.
You notice, well, at one point, it would have been elegant elven monk robes, but they are very worn. And you see him moving very quickly from the forest. He's carrying a bow and 3 quivers. And once he gets near the moat and where the wall is, I burn a key point and I make the jump
Okay, you do
over
so.
the wall.
Must be dire circumstances if he's using his monk abilities like this. So, what news
I
do you
mean-
bring?
And I'm like, I was with a group of strange people, tiefling, half elf, half man. We found tiefling's wife, but there was 50 zombies, 3 ogre zombies, dragon zombie, and black dragonborn. Very strange. Had glowing skull, human skull, round neck, his hand all messed up. He was trying to attack the half man. The tiefling seemed to be in charge. He told me to run here to alert everyone that they are coming.
You see him mutter to himself, "Oh, Billucard, what are you up to now?"
What am I looking at? Sorry to interject. Describe your character.
Just a blue dragonborn, plain monk robes, a holy symbol around his neck.
Would I know what kind of holy symbol that is?
Make a religion check.
Ah, 12.
What does your symbol look like?
It's dragon shaped, so you know that I worship one of the dragons, but given my blue scales, you would safely assume that it has something to do with ancestry.
But other than that, you aren't entirely sure. He just has a dragon religious symbol, and you know there are 2 types of dragons that Dragonborn relate to: one good and one bad, but you don't know which one.
We should get every able body that can shoot a bow up on the wall. I point off into the general direction where they're coming from.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be a safe assumption. Everyone, gather your bows and make ready, and start gathering up as many people as I can that know how to use a bow.
All right. As soon as you say that, the rest of your comrades show up.
While we're there, I'm grabbing the tinderbox out of Victor's bag that Ichabod has, and I'm setting trees on fire as I'm running out.
Sure.
Wow.
You guys see smoke coming. Excuse Kodo and Blue. You just see smoke coming out from the forest, and then as it actually warns the townspeople, and townspeople are actually in a quicker hurry. But it's only you see Axius like putting the tinderbox away, and then you see Ichabod carrying Rico and Axius as well as your comrades rejoin you guys.
Are we fighting
As-
or are we leaving?
As Ichabod and I are running back to the city, I'm like, I stabbed that black dragonborn with this dagger. How fucking cool is that? I took a page out of Aeneas' book. Just stabbed the fucker.
Job. Great job.
What did his hand look like that he was holding the skull with? Or
He was a humanoid hand, which is weird because Dragonborn have like 4-fingered claws, but it's a humanoid left hand, a little decayed.
does it look like my skeleton right hand?
You aren't sure.
What I
You
asked
weren't
him.
close enough to see it.
But I asked Rico since he was right with him.
Go ahead, ask him, man.
Rico, did it look like this? And I hold up the right hand.
Vecna's other hand?
Yes.
No, it just looked like a humanoid hand. I think maybe he like cuts them off of people and then puts it on his hand. So because he didn't take damage from touching the skull, so I'm thinking maybe he just uses other people's hands as like skull batteries.
All right.
All right.
We move into the city. Anybody that can't fight should start running.
All right. So, as you guys are gathering your things, try to prepare for the worst, you do see Beatrice come with you, and she brings along. She says, sorry to interject, but this man needed to speak to you since you guys are basic. He wants to know further details and would like to discuss planning with you. And in the text chat, you'll see what he looks like as I am posting. So 1 second here, as my dog barks at me.
Beatrice, do you think it's foolish to defend the city? Should we just evacuate?
Well, with all things considered, it doesn't really matter to me. If you wanted to defend the town, that's fine. If you want to evacuate, that's also plausible. But judging from your capable ability to use the mine and some of the townsfolk, maybe we might have a chance. So you see this guy. Enter. Oh, hold on. Did it not send? Send it. There we go. So you see this man, very old, very, experienced at this point. He comes there and says, so you must be the ones that everyone keeps talking about. Excuse me. And you can tell he's breathing heavily. He says, I'm Joseph, the leader of this town, and if you don't mind, I think we might, well, based on what your friend Beatrice might say, might actually have a chance of what others coming. Come quietly, privately. And he's kind of leading you towards like the government type building.
Before that, is our horse the only horse that's in the stables?
No, there's a few other horses, but there isn't much.
All right. I'm gonna look for, let's see, someone who wouldn't be defending the town at this point.
Okay,
Who's probably either too
easily
young or
defined.
too weak. Perfect. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna say, hey man, listen, I need you to do a favor. I need you to do a favor. It's a long shot, but you're not defending the town, so at the worst, you're gonna survive. You take a horse and you ride south. Long shot, but if you see at any point any soldiers with a dragon regalia on their fucking chest, you tell them where we are and you tell them we're hunkered down. It's a long shot, but at worst, you will be out of this.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage? 'Cause-
Well, don't you have it already because of your room?
No, not persuasion.
Just a regular persuasion roll.
14.
Okay. He kind of buys it. He's like, I'll warn of the town if they're getting close, but I'm not getting too far into the forest.
No, the other way. The other way out of town.
Sure.
The way towards
I-
the mountains.
What's in it for me?
You get to survive. You won't have to fight here. You will get to survive.
Very well. I'm gonna take my wife just in case. But
Fine, just get the horse and go as fast as possible.
he does so.
And then I go into that.
Okay.
So
At this point, Joseph brings you into like this secluded room. Actually, you're a little late, and for doing that, and he basically lays out the map of the area, and he says, "All right, well, you say that this force was coming from the forest, right?
yes.
All right, well," and he kind of gets into the tactics, and at this point, it's time to discuss a war game. You guys like war games, right?
Are we
Yeah.
play a game?
Yes. So let me explain what you're seeing. This whole map is a representation of Parsnash. It's not an official map.
Oh,
This is a map.
dude, that's an awesome map.
Oh, it is an awesome map. It is made by 2 Minute Tabletop. He is a guy that makes free maps such as this, and all you have to do is support his Patreon. And he makes maps like this, and it is pretty crazy. And he makes great maps as this. So this is a visual representation of Parsnash because there's no official map of it. So I decided to make it with this. So let me explain the tokens on the left. So you see your guys' tokens right over here, and you can place your tokens wherever you want, along with your own tokens. You also see Aenea's token. You see Angelique's token, which, by the way, Ichabod, there was barely any half-elven female blacksmith pictures, so hopefully this picture fits it the best. You have Beatrice, who, again, she is a spell casting wizard, which you've encountered, so you know her power. And you have Joseph, who is an experienced veteran of combat arms. you also have this amount of archers and this amount of soldiers. Unfortunately, Axius told them to go run away, so unfortunately you lose one. And then this big cluster basically represents.
I said I want to find one that wasn't fighting.
Oh yeah, you did say that. My apologies. Let me put him back on the map.
That's exactly why would I do that?
My apologies. I forgot. Again, I had to manage all this. But so this is the amount of foot soldiers you have, quote unquote, and this amount of archers. Now, as far as I will tell you right now, if anything hits them, they go down in one hit. They're not true adventurers, but they are survivors, like I said before. Other than that, this is what you have to work with. You also got to figure out a way to keep the civilians safe at all times, and you can also place your tokens out wherever you like. That
Wait, so
being
it's game
said,
over if the civilians die?
oh, there will be many ways that it could end, but it is determined off of where you guys place these tokens and where you guys are positioned and where you guys plan. In game, this is your characters talking with Joseph, discussing the possible battle tactics. With that being said, I'm gonna give you guys. It's 8:02 right now. I'm gonna be generous and give you guys 20 minutes to discuss tactics and what to do with the tokens. If you don't finish the plan within 20 minutes, Joseph will just go ahead and place whatever remaining places there are, and including your guys's, without hesitation, because there isn't enough time, obviously. So, with that being said, your 20-minute timer starts now. So go ahead, talk amongst yourselves on how you want to do this, and you can move tokens, by the way. So by all means.
Maybe we move the civilians to the south end so they can, flee if we need them to.
No, they should evacuate nonetheless. Yeah, so civilians on south end. The south is.
We should send some of the soldiers with the civilians.
I was gonna say, we're just letting the civilians go running out willy nilly. They're all gonna die.
I mean, but they
Are
still
there-
armed, aren't they? They may not be fighting, but they're still armed. That's what we did when Kodo got his arrows. We were arming everybody.
I mean, some are gonna pick up a weapon, but others are not gonna even pick it up. It's just extra baggage
I
on
think
top of their bags that they're trying to get out of town with.
Are there cellars in here? Like basements and stuff?
No.
No
There is
basements,
not.
no cellars.
What if we manage to get all of the civilians into the Parliament House and then fortify its defenses? Have archers in the towers around the walls, soldiers around the outside of those walls, maybe a few on the
horses on
inside.
fire. The fort.
How many people can fit in each one of these towers?
So these watchtowers, basically, you can fit, because they're only made out of wood and because they're simple structures, you can only fit one person at a time, but they have clear line of sight. Like they can see vast amounts, but as far as like whatever's hidden in the bushes, they would have to basically make a perception check and go.
Can I
And keep
get
them-
one of the archers with me just so I can have someone keep me loaded with arrows?
Again, the watchtowers can only hold one person at a time because again, these are
I
just
mean-
tall wooden logs. So
I know they can't be at the top, but they can hand arrows up to me, right? They can't
you
be in
wanna
the
set-
tower, but
if you want to set something
Right.
like that, you can.
yeah.
Why are we? No, are we not having the archers at the towers to shoot at anybody who survives the fire?
Yeah, you should put the archers on the outside perimeter. You should at least put an archer in each one of these towers.
And we're putting the civilians in the Parliament House?
No, we're literally having them evacuate. So I don't understand why we're putting them, why we're.
Well,
hunkering
someone
them down.
mentioned that we could put the civilians in the Parliament House.
And if we
because
get
it's
overrun,
another-
they're dead because they have nowhere to go.
Right.
You're just boxing them in to.
Even if I have one of these soldiers with me just to give me arrows.
Okay.
I
So
am
this
positioned.
soldier would be at the bottom, so I'm just gonna move it like right underneath you, but he's 15 feet down.
Yeah.
I think I would position myself right here. Is this rift going downstream?
This river is flowing. Okay. So how the town is situated, according to the world map, so this one's actually heading east. Actually, it's coming down from the mountain, so that's actually heading towards the forest.
What's
Okay,
the
the mountains
what's
down
the
here
forest
somewhere.
fire situation?
I will get to that in a second. Let me just set forest fire while you guys talk
Uh,
amongst yourselves.
DM, is there any way that I can get some burning pitch? Like, even if it's just like a bucket of burning pitch, just so I can
Burning
light
pitch
my
is what?
arrows.
Explain to me what burning pitch is.
Like tar, oil combination.
You
It's just
can, but in a small
very
amount.
rudimentary. Yeah, I'm just getting enough because in modern times we have tracer rounds. Basically, I'm
Right.
trying to get enough pitch, burning pitch on my arrows, just so they can see where my arrows are going. I'm not trying
Okay.
to.
Yeah, you can definitely do
or-
that. No problem.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying to add more damage per se, but I'm trying to get so the other
You just want
archers
to know
in the
where your
towers.
arrows are going.
Yeah, I want the other archers to know where my targets are, so they got a better idea of where they're coming from.
Oops.
So if the archers on the wall can't see said enemy, they can at least see where I'm shooting my arrows at. You know what I mean?
Sure, that's fine. I'll allow that.
So I'm hoping that maybe they get a bonus to hit because they can see where I'm hitting.
Well, I'll let you know what happens if that's the case. Keep in mind, most of these are human, so
Yeah,
so worst comes to
that's
worst,
the
they
reason
won't
why
have disadvantage.
as we're all getting ready to go and I'm getting my arrows and I got my errand boy that's going to keep on feeding me arrows, I'm looking at all the people that's on the wall, and that's what I'm running through my mind is the best I can do to help these guys know where to shoot at is to have a marker per se. So I'm
Yeah,
trying
so
to
you can
dip
have
my
a marker
arrow
for
and
sure.
fire.
So you can have a marker for sure, and obviously the fire is going to give more visibility. At least as far as the archers nearby you, they won't have disadvantage on attacks, but the ones further away might because they're all the way at the other side of where you are. 15 minutes
Right.
are left, by the way. So
Is that the only location the fire's at?
yes, it will grow as like combat per se would continue.
I'd like to run to the other side, like just walk the outside of the town and just firebolt
Go
all
ahead,
the trees.
grab your token and set it up. So. All right, so seems like you got your archers. You basically confirm your archers, and so you're going at the edge of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just confirm your position for me. You got 3 foot soldiers left, and you need to place the NPC tokens.
I'm sending my sister and at least 2 of the guards with the civilians to try to keep them safe.
Okay. And Axios is the one that has the red skull, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm the one who has the phrase memorized. Yep.
Okay.
Who knows what that's gonna do if I need to? Yep. Put Joseph right here in the middle.
Okay. And now we have Aneta and Beatrice left.
Oh,
What if we put Beatrice in one of the archer's towers? Because she can rain down magical hell.
that's fair. So we put this archer here, and then put Beatrice in this tower.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Anea's going with who? The civilians?
That's what my vote would be.
Are we defending this town or evacuating?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, both. We're basically slowing down the horde so they have time to get away.
Worst case scenario, we buy them some time.
Then they should be
Yeah.
joining immediately. They shouldn't even be part of these plans. It should be off the map.
Yeah. That group right there, the people that are going with the civilians should be gone. 2 foot soldiers and the archer
All right. So you are confirming the placements, right?
Yeah.
This is total confirmation from everyone in the group.
Can I start the fire and then get the fuck out of
No,
there?
wait. I don't think Anaya should leave town. No, wait. No, I don't think Anaya should be leaving town at all. I thought she was going to be
I
back
thought
here, but
we're.
not leaving town per se.
I
You
thought
have
she was
like
going to go with the
5
civilians.
people going with the civilians. The civilians themselves are armed. I think 4 or 3 would have been alright.
Yeah.
Anaya is
So
just overkill in my opinion.
Because we send my sister with the civilians and keep everyone else back, the 2 guards.
Yeah.
And the archer.
Yeah, put the archer right on that bridge just in case. So he has a sight line out to the forest.
But
Yep.
just in case, is up in the tower.
I'm ignoring all of that. Just
My sister, since she's a leader of the town, will lead the civilians out.
Okay. You guys got about 10 minutes left.
So
Where
can I
do we
light
at?
that forest fire and then get behind the wall?
Okay. Yeah, you could do that. So how many fire bolts would you like? All of them?
All the fire bolts.
Okay, so with your fire bolts, so like it's a ball of fire. So as far as fire situation, let me just get my pen out. Where are you placing them specifically?
I just like to spread it out. Basically, I just want to light like this area.
Okay. So currently, because like firebolt is not like a major, like it's not like fireball per se, but you are. Oops, that's the fog tool. I don't want that. Ugh, that was this weird thing here. 1 second, I messed up. Get rid of this fog. Oh wait, I don't have fog tools. Here we go. It should be gone. Is there like a weird black line going through here, by the way, or no?
No, I don't see
No. Okay.
anything.
Okay, cool. All right. So, pen wise, paintbrush. So you are able to like make fire like currently because fires don't just like go immediately. You with your fire bolts and your range, you can basically get up to like that. And then you just say you're gonna get the fuck out of Dodge, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right. So move token. Oh, I erased everything. Whoops. My apologies. I'll put it back. All right. So just confirm your placement, Rico. All right. So again, big fire here. That fire is building up.
From one of the towers in the Parliament building, can I see outside of the wall?
Yes.
Or is it? Okay, cool. I'll be up in one of those.
Okay. There's a very annoying thing on my screen that you guys can't see, but it's annoying the shit out of me. But I think it'll have to do. I would just draw Rico's fire bolts, pyromancy. So you guys could discuss finalizing tactics or plan any ideas of what not while I fix this fire situation. As you guys
So
got
when
plenty of
are
time
we
left.
gonna say that the town is done for and we're gonna try to run? Are we gonna fight all the
How
way
many
to
it
the
depends on
end?
it depends on how many soldiers, I mean, how many zombies and undead are burned in the freaking forest, and then how many pop out. That's what I think. That's what it boils down to at this point. Like, if we decrease our numbers in the fire, then we have a chance. We got a chance, but if
You still
there's
got 3 ogres and a fucking dragon.
yeah,
If this is indeed my childhood friend, then we will be done for. We will need to abandon this village.
I mean,
oh, man, this
I'm
is
already thinking that the village is going to be done. I'm just asking how long are we going to stay until we evacuate ourselves?
we're
I
gonna stay
killed that
until we
ogre
can't
once,
run.
I'll kill it again.
I wouldn't hesitate to run if you have the chance. This town, if it is my friend, will eventually be burned to the ground.
Or we can stand and fight, win this, and keep a town instead of just running around with our tails between our legs.
There has not been a town that he has laid siege to that has survived.
I stabbed your friend
Is
with a
any
dagger and I survived. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. He hasn't met us yet, the bundling idiots.
is there any way I can get a short rest and get some of my health back?
I'll get to that in a second. So,
Cool.
but so I just want to confirm because you guys got like 6 minutes left. This is where you're placing your tokens, yes?
Yes.
Confirm placements, blue, Ichabod, everything. One else?
Yep.
Okay. And the overall plan, as the civilians leave town, should try to defend it as best as you can, and if not, you evacuate. Is that confirmation from the group?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You guys still got some like about 5 minutes worth of like tactics and stuff like that. If you want to discuss that, by all means. Otherwise, if you're ready to go, we can do this.
Should we set half this town on fire?
Blue's ready.
Can we start more
How
forest
many-
fires?
By chance, how many caltrops and bear traps do we have in this town? Set them out throughout the woods too.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Will
Sorry.
say, as I roll
We
dice,
had more time.
You got 5 minutes.
you have 3 traps, and as far as caltrips, you have 1 caltrip after scrambling for supplies.
Can I try to find a horse in the stables to try to mount it for combat?
You could get a horse. The rest, including your guys' carriage, will be taken with the civilians, of course.
That's fine.
Because
I'll
the
take
civilians will carry the most important stuff, including horses.
So I'll take a horse and I will mount it and be riding a horse while fighting.
Okay.
So about
You're
that
on a
health,
horse. We'll get to it after the time limit expires, or if you guys are confirmed ready.
Well, like I said, how many traps have were we
3
able to put out in
traps,
the
one
forest?
one bag of caltrips.
That won't slow down the undead, but the traps might snap a leg off and then they're crawling or dragging themselves. So let's put them out there among the forest, close to the wall.
Okay. Where are you placing them specifically?
I have no idea.
You got time. 3
How do
minutes
you
and
draw-
35
How do
seconds
you draw on
specifically.
this map?
Well, I could just put down a token and say this is a trap. I just need to know where you guys are placing it.
One dead center of the top, one by the stream, one on the other side.
We'll go ahead and grab them and place them.
Ah, I see him now. One
Yep.
there, one up there, one over here.
All right. And then, do you want to do anything with the caltrips or no? Since you only have 1 bag of it.
No, I'll just keep them handy for myself. They're not going to slow them down because they're undead.
All right. You can add 1 bag of caltrips to your inventory.
All right.
All right. But this is confirmed positions from all of you. Yes, just a final confirmation.
Yes.
Confirmation
Okay.
from the party.
Yep.
All right. Anything you guys want to talk about? You got like 2 minutes left. Otherwise, we could just get this train started.
get it going.
Blue's ready.
All right, here we go, boys.
Actually, I do want to talk to Anaya real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I knew you guys were ready, but I just think
Oh man, down there access. No, go ahead, man.
it's like, you ready for your first big fight? I was on my horse.
I guess it's I haven't really been in a big fight since the cave.
But that was your first big fight, and you decided to stick around. If you want to run, you can take this horse, or you can shoot from the horse. But if you feel that this is too much for you, there's no problem in you running.
I I think I should get on the horse just in case, so I could try to warn the townspeople at least.
Yeah, and I put a nay on the horse instead.
Okay, she's on the horse now. All right. All right, boys, you ready?
Oh, I don't have the Ankh, but can I just try to commune with Mr. Anubis real quick?
Make a. Okay, what do you want to say to Anubis?
Uh, Mr. Anubis, if there's anything you can do to help us out, that'd be really cool.
Roll a d100.
Oh,
A 1.
That's what he needed.
You hear the wind blow and the smoke around you, and you hear Anubis says, "You will need all the help you can get." So all of you, the players,
Level up 3 times.
have have inspiration. It is basically a reroll, either an attack roll or saving throw or check, but you get one and that's it. As you feel the divinity through all your veins, all of a sudden. For Blue, you feel it's not divinity from your god specifically, but from another. It's quite strange.
Okay, I also do want to speak to Asmodeus real quick.
Asmodeus is a different kind of being, you sure?
Yeah. This is time.
All right. What do you like to say to Asmodeus?
Say, Asmodeus, I didn't ask to be a tiefling, but I am one from your blood. There are people here that I need to protect, and if that means I spend a lifetime with you when I'm gone, then so be it. But I need power, and I need enough power to wipe out everybody in my way.
Make a roll a d100.
and then a piece of parchment just appears out of nowhere.
Roll a d100.
66.
You hear a voice going, tempting, but no. I would like to see what will come of this. I think the outcasts of this, the outcome of this battle, will benefit me more than your servitude for now. And you just hear this, and then nothing else.
Okay.
Thanks, Mr.
All right.
Anubis.
I'm
All right.
walking up to the anvil. I pick up the hammer and I clang it down and go, Gond, do something.
Roll a d100.
All right. Just a moment. $67.
You call out his name. You don't hear anything per se, but you get the feeling you might be a bit more confident, knowing that he might be watching. But you get the feeling he may not intervene. All right. Any other prayers you would like to attempt?
Yes, kind of.
Go ahead. You're a cleric.
Yeah, we're here.
As I feel the power of this other deity swell within, I just simply say softly to myself, if this is indeed my childhood friend, I simply wish that you would see how I act in battle.
Roll a d100. These guys are basically jumping off a prayer for anything. So
It wasn't really so much a prayer as it was just kind of like, hey, here's what's going on. I hope you're watching, kind of thing.
okay,
But I rolled
Okay.
a 60.
a 60. All right. You get the feeling that your god is watching, waiting to see what happens. So an hour's passed. You guys do all these preparations, so all of you get a short rest. So you can spend as much hit dice as you want. You can recover as much spell slots or use short rest abilities if you like during this time, including regaining key points and what have you if you have that ability. And with that being said,
Actually, sorry, I didn't realize we were taking a short rest. I want to grab the skull with my tail,
uh-huh.
just in case, take the damage, use second wind, then take the short rest as well.
Sure. So let me just roll these 4d6. 4d8, excuse me. So you'll take this much for necrotic damage. You'll take 11 points of necrotic damage. As what's the color of your tiefling skin again? My apologies.
Purple.
So your purple skin just turns into this like weird blackish grayish ash color, and it as you circulate your tail around, a red crack starts to like crack all up in your tail, and you feel like at any given moment you could use this power at any point. It's the most power you've had in a long time. My question on might be as powerful, if not maybe even more than Asmodeus himself. You feel the power surging through you. And if you want a second one, that you can go ahead and do that.
It's not
No, 'cause
fire damage.
I still had 11.
It's necrotic.
Temporary, I still had 11 temporary hit points from Rico earlier, so I just took my temporary hit points. I thought
So
it'd be
your
like
temp
more.
is gone. So
Oh,
now would be
oh.
a good time to. Yes.
One last thing. I gave my sister that sending stone. Hopefully, I'll get the other one to call him back.
All right. She'll have your sending stone. All right, boys. Without any further delays now.
Oh wait, I actually want. I want to talk to Demetrius real quick. Just,
Sure. You can talk with her during this hour.
hey, do you know any commands to turn their undead on our side?
No, I do not. If I did, do you think I would be here?
Yeah, we're gonna keep you alive. That's what we promised. Of course you'd be here.
I don't know how to use the skull per se. All I know is that when I touched the purple one, it gave me vast intellect. I don't know what. And she looks at your skull. I don't know what your does per se. I do know that it grants power of some sort. And I do know the green one does have some kind of manipulation of the dead of some sorts. But that is really all I know gathering in my research. Whether what command words speak what, I do not know.
Well, at least I know one phrase. We'll see. All right, and I go back to my spot.
All right.
I'd like to tell all the archers and all the people in the towers to keep an eye out for a tiefling woman.
Okay. They do so.
mean
They
their
recognize
leader?
this as yeah, they recognize this as Amber. They're like, oh yeah, for sure. All right. And without further delays, you guys wait out an hour, take your short rest, say your prayers, preparing for battle.
My
And
tail's still on the skull, just radiating power.
as the fire begins to burn throughout most of this forest, you do see the coming forces. These big tokens represent 10 zombies. So each of these tokens represent 10 zombies apiece. And then oh, hold on. This token's all the way down here. Why? Here we go. He's not in town. I'm just moving the map. And then you guys clearly see hovering in the air, about 100 feet in the air, is an undead young green dragon. This is 120 feet in the air. And riding on top of this green dragon, Blue, make a perception check, Blue.
Well, I rolled a 3. So with my perception bonus, that's going to be a 6.
You see a figure riding a dragon. You get the sense through your deity that it could possibly be black, but you aren't too sure. And then let me just put these mini zombie tokens here. This represents one zombie, by the way. So the big tokens are 10. The small ones are 1, of course. So they just set them here. So here. Uh-huh. Yep. And it is at this point that the zombies go through the fire. Koto, make a perception check.
With the advantage?
No, with regular rolls.
It was almost a 20.
What's the total?
2.
Yeah, you see him going
Plus
through the.
4, so 6.
Okay, so
Oh no, I
because
had
you're in the
persuasion. I didn't. I hit the wrong one.
I see. Just reroll it.
Sweet. Not much better. 8.
Well, with the 8, you clearly see the zombies that are glowing green eyes going through the fire. Usually the fire would burn and would burn rapidly. It's not burning as fast for some reason for these green zombies and these green ogres as the horde approaches. In the air, in the distance, you hear some kind of command word. You're not too sure because it's just 100 feet in the air, but it just echoes some kind of weird command through these zombies, and the zombies go as it echoes through the forest. And as everyone is about to be ready for a fight, we are going to take a quick break.
Oh, I wanted to say something first. Okay.
Well, you guys stalled, so we're going to stall you for a bit here. Sit tight, folks. Now's the time to grab your snacks, to grab everything you need. And we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes for a crazy battle. So we'll see you guys then. and welcome back. And I hope all of you are ready for this crazy, insane battle that is about to commence. It is at this point I must ask the players to roll initiative for me, please.
Sounds deep, man.
What the fucking hell is deep in this bitch? Alright. Let me play music.
Oh, fuck!
Oh.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Oh no. Oh
Fuck!
no.
Oh no.
It doesn't do you any good to walk out screaming fuck when you still have your headphones and microphone.
Oh man.
So
Alright.
I'm guessing he rolled a 1, which would probably equate to
He rolled a
2.
1. He rolled a nat 1 of the initiative. But plus
I'm a
5.
monk, so my initiative is good, but
Yeah, so
still, I rolled a
5.
nat 1.
Rico 11.
I know
God.
the
By
feeling.
8. Oh man, these low initiative scores, guys. It's no bueno.
Been rolling like shit all day, so
Blue, what's your initiative?
17, 1-7.
All right. This is for the NPCs on your side. Eight
Oh God.
plus 2, so 10. This is for the bad guys. They have initiative. They have initiative plus 2, so 19.
Oh my God.
And finally, secret initiative for Black. He rolled a nat 1, but 6. Surprise! I made a character sheet for Black, so be prepared, y'all. So I just write everyone's initiative down. These low scores, it doesn't. The one time where like initiative actually matters, like you'll get low scores. That's terrible. Okay, here.
The tip of the
And-
spear. That really sucks.
Hey, we have the most advantageous position when you're at the back.
Kodo and
Those
Axios, which
ogres.
one of you two would like to go first?
Me. I'm up in the tower.
All right, the bad guys get to go first. Is music
they
playing for
do.
y'all?
No.
I don't hear
No.
it.
Fuck it, we'll do it without music. Screw it. All right. So again, to kind of like bring everyone back up to speed, the dragon is about 100 feet in the air, and on it is some weird humanoid figure. I think you all know who it is, but you guys don't know who it is. Let me just grab a highlighter. These big tokens of zombies represent about 10 zombies. These are ogres. These are single zombies. And obviously these represent traps. So you hear this loud command in a language none of you can understand. And the first thing you do is that they walk through fire. Now, they would take fire damage. However, Kota, what you see is that as soon as these things walk through the fire, usually how fire works is that it spreads throughout their body and just burns them gradually. The issue, however, is that the fire doesn't spread. In fact, wherever the fire was, this fire is slowly, quickly dissipating. You see a green glow covering up where the fire once was. So these ogres, these 3, are gonna hit walls. So let's make an attack roll. Let's set ogres. And we're just gonna use the d20 roll. I'm just gonna roll 1 roll to represent all the ogres. Wow. These ogres. They roll low. Close my book. Damn. But they're at the end of the book. It's not too big. So with their attacks, so that's a +6, so that's an 11. It's not that hard to hit a wall. So let me just roll damage to see what each of them did. No, not a d20 roll. It would be. Oh wait, it just has regular damage. Never mind. So that you just see these ogres with these morning stars, and they just start smacking the wall so much so that the wooden walls begin to break. And as it does, it leaves these small little crevices in which these small zombies could go through. So zombies are slowly approaching in. This zombie is going to use all its speed. All right. And then this horde is going to advance further. The dragon will fly around. This is 100 feet in the air. He's not in town. So he'll just fly over and pick its target. It is your turn, Blue. Clearly, from your vantage point, you do see the black is on top of this undead green dragon. And on top of that, you do hear the walls breaking at the other side of town. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy, which would
Okay.
allow my voice to boom up to 3 times as loud for
Sure.
a minute
Okay.
and say, Belucard, why are you here?
All right. And you'll hear what he says on his next turn. So that spends your action doing so.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to do, or just
No,
like to stay put?
I don't have any bonus action I can think of that would be useful, so that is it.
Rico, you're up. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're in the castle tower. You see these ogres. Go ahead and you can either make a perception check or a arcana check.
Let's go with Arcana.
Right, make an arcana check.
Mother. 9.
The fire's not for the fire that you created and the fire that Axios created earlier. Usually, it's having that you're getting the same input that I gave to Code. For some reason, the fire's not spreading, but rather it's just staying in place and slowly dissipating. And there's a green glow around where the fire was. It's weird. What would you like to do on your turn? You're about 18 feet above this, and you see that these ogres are breaking down these barriers. Probably one more hit will probably do the job because they are wooden. So, what would you like to do?
I'd like to firebolt the ogre in the middle.
Okay, attack roll.
15.
15 will hit him. Roll damage.
Noise. 18 points of fire.
18 points of fire. You see a ball of flames just hit this ogre right square in the chest. And you see that, unlike the natural fires, this one actually seems to be doing some damage. So, nice damage there, Rico. Anything else you would like to do?
No. I think that's good.
Ichabod, you're up. What would you like to do? Where are you on this map?
I'm right
Oh, you're
here.
nearby the shop. Okay. You see the dragon 100 feet above you. What would you like to do?
Well, I can't reach him with anything. So I'll start making my way through town to the gate, to the fence.
Okay,
Making
go
my
ahead and
way
move your token.
downtown.
Yeah. So you could get there for your regular movement. Would you like to dash as a full action to move?
No.
You gonna stay put?
Yeah.
Okay. So the NPCs go. Beatrice will cast Fireball on this group right over here. More specifically around the ogre problem. So these things must make dex saves. I was getting a bunch of notifications on my phone for some reason. Let me just check her ace. Let me just check her stuff.
Remove stat blocks,
You know, just like 100 around me at all times. They will fail because they have minuses. So 8d6 with the fire damage. That's a lot of dice. 37 points of fire damage. A big explosion erupts like a bomb went off. These. Now let me just roll this. Most of the zombies here have to roll a natural 20. The ogre is still up. Wow, almost legit rolled a natural 20. Of a 19. So with that, this small zombie is gone. This small zombie is gone. This group right here is dead, and then the rest goes to the ogre, which he'll take a good brunt of it. So that's all that she will do for her turn. Sorry if I'm going slow for the audience. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff.
So many NPCs. This is war.
I know. Next, arrows from archers. Let's just roll this. I'm just rolling off regular d20s off of Black's character sheet, but it shouldn't matter. They miss! They are terrified that the ogres are fucking breaking down the wall. They didn't expect this much of a big force.
Can I inspire them to roll again?
How do you inspire them?
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and say, Archers, steady and thin the horde! Protect this town!
All right. You use your inspiration, so just mark it off. They'll
Yeah.
reroll. Plus their 3 to hit. That will get a good number of them, including the ogre. They feel inspired. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 will fire their arrows. Basically hitting 6 zombies. So let's see. And these zombies in particular take brunt hits. They do not go down easily, but they do take the hits. All right. And then the ground forces are gonna march up to the walls as fast as they can. And prepare to defend at any cost. As you guys see them march around, and you hear them say, "Come on, they're over there. We gotta defend the wall," and just screech out these war cries for each other and just motivating each other to try to get through. So these guys in the back are gonna spend their whole turn just trying to get to the front. Joseph is gonna, with his slow speed, is gonna attempt to approach. He gets slightly past you, Axios. And then these guys will go here. Here. All right. And I believe that is it. Yep, that is it for the NPCs. That's Beatrice. That's Joseph. Joseph is fat, so and he's old, so he has slow speed. It is Black's turn now. You hear him say very loudly, "I should have suspected you would be involved in all this. But you are not my concern. I have other matters to attend to." And you hear this loud echo, basically at the same kind of way as thaumaturgy. And then he will grab his grab his green skull from his chest, and you see it glow. And then you see Black glow completely green, and he has this green aura completely surrounding him. And that's what Black is going to do on his turn. Koto, you're up, my friend. There's 2 ogres trying to knock down the wall that you're nearby, and there's a bunch of still horde around. Make a perception check.
At 20 for 24.
You see what's going on with this weird green glow. As the fire slowly dissipates, you could see that the wounds that this fire would done, and you see the wounds from the archer arrows slowly begin to close up. You get the feeling that they are not being affected as much, or they're regenerating of some sort. Very slowly, but regenerating nonetheless. Could cause a problem. But you notice this. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna yell at the archers to focus fire. They're regenerating, and I'm going to shoot this. You see my marker?
Yep, I see it.
I'm gonna focus on the ogre that took the fire
Okay, the one
in
that
the
took
tower.
the. Okay, so you're talking about the one that got fireballed, right?
Yeah, he shot this one.
Yep. And then this one got
He's
fireballed too.
right. Yeah, but he's not. This one's not underneath my tower. This one is.
That's fair. All right, attack roll. I'm just giving you options. So. See how well you do.
16 hits.
That will hit him. Roll damage. 8 damage to the ogre. You
And
shoot
I'm going to do my Kenzie strike.
All right. Go ahead. Do your worst.
19 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage. Very big target. Not hard to hit. Shit. I dropped my clipboard.
So
So that's a total of how much?
that's 11.
Nice.
11 damage.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
No, basically, like I said, my arrows have pitch on them, so this one's nice and marked up, and I screamed for everyone to focus fire.
All right. You scream everyone to focus fire. You shoot your arrows. Like tracer rounds. Boom, boom. Hits right into the ogre zombie. Goes, "Ugh, ugh." And you see just like arrows like on fire glowing on him, and the archers acknowledge this. And as you prepare for your next round of arrows, it is Axius's turn. Last in initiative, unfortunately. What would you like to do? Oh yeah, I forgot to roll initiative for her. So I'll let her go after you. So we'll say that. So what would you like to do?
What's the range of the skull necrotic blast?
The range is, as I look through my notes, one moment, please, as I look through my notes. It is shooting hit, necrotic blast, 60 feet.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna move. Let's see. I guess how far is 30 feet upwards, like where the soldiers are running?
30 feet. So let me just switch. Okay. So where you are, you could probably get to here, like toward. If you want to get to the wall with 30 feet, you can, but that's gonna take your full movement.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then so I'll get up to the wall. Am I able to see any of the ogres at all, or any of the hordes?
You see them breaking to the fucking walls, and you see a bunch of glowing eyes in the cracks
I'm just
that
saying,
they're
like,
making.
if I shoot this necrotic, who would I be able to target?
Well, right now, if you try to shoot a necrotic blast, because you don't have clear line of sight, so it would be at disadvantage.
All right, so
But
I'm
you
gonna
can.
hold my turn until someone breaks through on this end.
Okay, with the necrotic blast, no
Yeah.
problem. You got it. Anea will get right behind these guys on horseback and just prepare an arrow if something comes through. She should have acted on the NPC's go. Top of the round, bad guys get to go. The ogres will break the wall. So at the start of their turns, and I can basically say this now as player knowledge, due to them being green-eyed zombies, at the start of each of their turn, they regain hit points based on the die of hit points that they regain is based on their size and +2 basically. Excuse me, +1. My apologies. So for the regular zombies, they get a D4 +1. They regain 4 hit points back. For the ogres, they gain a D6 +1, which they regain 5 hit points back. So, that being said, the ogres will now break set walls. Well, at least try to. Wah. This is all the ogres, by the way. 5 + 6, that definitely hits a wall. And they deal 13 points of damage. So, as these ogres begin to break the wall, they crash through the wall. I need. Let's see here. Let me just look at the situation. So I'm gonna need Koto to make a acrobatics check to see if you still stay in position. Would you like to stay in position first off, as these walls are coming down,
Yes.
Koto? Okay, make an acrobatics check to maintain your balance
I
because the
rolled a
towers are still going to be
24.
kind of hard. Yep, you maintain your balance as these ogres crash through the wall, and then they will move through it. Just stomping through town. And these zombies will walk through. and it'll just creak through the walls. This Axios, if you want to try to use necrotic blast on one of these ogres, you can, if you wish.
Yep.
You do see them at this point,
I will shoot at the one that's would be the closest to me. So the first
right?
one
So
on
the
the
one to the right, the one that has yet to take damage. So make an attack roll. It's a D20 plus your proficiency bonus with necrotic blast.
Damn it! Nope, that's a proficiency is +3, so 6.
You shoot a red beam of death at this, but you whiff and you miss. Continuing Baddies' turns, they will creep through the walls. Boom. Oh, I hit a wall. I guess I'll go around. And they are slowly coming in, ever so slowly. Oh, actually, no. They would try to go through the wall. They're not as smart. One of them gets caught in a trap. He's stuck there. But these guys will just try to hit wall. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way. The hordes slowly begin to creep up. And they are regenerating as they are going through the fire. Oh shit, I got caught in a trap. These zombies are slow. Dragon's turn. Seeing that you use your skull, Dragon's hovering over you, and you see Axios preparing its breath weapon, but it is not in range yet to do so.
Can I say
That is
anything
the
in
bad guy.
reaction?
Say again?
Can I say anything to everybody in the area in reaction?
What would you like to say?
Everybody, watch out for the dragon! Run!
All right. So the dragon's preparing its breath weapon. Blue, it is your turn. It is your friend Black up there, but he doesn't seem to be concerned with you. But he seems to be concerned about these group of people here that you know have marched forward. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So move me, let's see, 40, 80 feet closer towards the north wall, just whichever would be the shortest route.
Okay. So are you using a dash action or step of the wind?
Dash action. I'm saving
Okay.
key points.
There. 40.
And as I'm running, I'm just thinking to myself, oh, what in the blazes are you doing here?
So you're trying to get north, directly north where you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you could get up with your 80 feet of movement, like up to this ogre, if you
Well,
really
no,
wanted to.
my move speed is 40
Yep.
base, no extra dash, step of the wind, or anything like that.
Right. So you would get up
Dashing would
to
be 80
here.
feet.
Okay. So you could get to here, and if you want to dash, you want to keep going north. You do see an ogre in the way at this point. It's 10 feet tall. So
If I can get there with a dash action, then yes, I would.
okay. You are in front of this ogre.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Rico, you're up. You see Blue just running straight towards the ogre, but you see the hordes coming in. What would you like to do?
Interesting choice. I would like the middle ogre to make a wisdom save. So I'm doing
For?
Toll the Dead.
All right. Toll the dead. There's no saver throw. It's not good at that, so we'll see what happens. That -2, which is 5. It fails.
Nice.
So it does 2d12 because it's missing hit points.
Yeah, so 14 points of, what is it, necrotic? Yeah, necrotic.
It takes that. It goes. "Ugh," it's clutching its ear as it hears the bell tolling in its ears. It's looking rough for wear.
I don't think I have any interesting bonus actions. Nope. All right, that's me.
Ichabod, you're up. What would you like to do? Oh no, did we just lose him?
Yeah.
No, this sucks. Damn, rip. Internet man, that sucks.
I guess he dies.
No, don't say that. Damn.
The dragon turned his
Oh.
vision to Ichabod instead.
Oh no, that's really bad. That's no bueno. All right, we'll get back to him in a second if he comes back. He should. All right, so moving on. NPCs go.
I do have a quick question.
Oh, he's back. Cool, cool.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
I run up on the one guy
Yep.
and I swing at him with my
Attack roll.
longsword.
Tackle.
All right. 10.
That hits. That just hits its AC, so it'll take half damage.
9.
Cut that in half, still 4.
Second swing.
All right, second swing. Zombie
The
still up.
14.
Hits. He'll take full damage from this attack.
9 points of damage. So it's
Nice.
14. Is he still up?
He's still up and goes, you slash, cut into him and goes, and you see
Whoa.
some green glow forming around his like chest cavity area.
I will
what
swing
would-
with my dagger for the bonus action.
All right.
Offhand. Or
Make
my
that attack
offhand
roll.
swing.
Yep. Attack roll.
22.
Definitely will hit. Roll damage.
7 points
right.
more. So that's 21 altogether.
All right. He'll have to roll to see if he stays alive or not. He has to beat a 7 or higher. 13 for undead fortitude. So you slash at him, but it's barely holding itself together at this point. But as it's barely holding itself together, you realize that it's slowly like regenerating itself as it does.
And I will turn to the men behind me and yell, "They died once, they'll die again." Trying to inspire them or rally cry.
I'm
all right,
inspired.
you rally cry for them, and they seem to be inspired by your action. So, that being said, it is the NPCs go. They will follow suit. So this one will go up and attack. Since are you using your now clarification? Do you actually use your inspire, or is that just roleplay? Just for
Oh, I
clarification.
can use that my inspiration to give it to them.
Is that the intent, or are you just saying it?
Yeah, I'm trying to inspire them so they can at least maybe get advantage on attacks or something.
All right, they'll get advantage on this attack. So I have to roll 2 separate d20s for the first guy. He rolled a 1, so it's a good thing you inspire them. That'll hit. D8 plus 2, so that's 9. Zombie has to beat a 9. Roll a nat 1. So with your inspiration, the first guy that comes up to you, he just goes in and slices the zombie's head off clean. This zombie dead. Boop. And then they feel inspired, so they will march forward, and they will attempt very bravely to take out this guy over here to the right. Will try to take out this zombie. So I just roll a d20 here. Prepare for a couple dice rolls, folks. That's a 2. That will hit. Dealing max damage. Zombie's still up. Next, these guys will spend the turn like rallying up, and this one guy seems to be brave, wants to take down the ogre, so he'll try to attack the ogre with advantage, of
buddy.
course. See if he can push for
You
the
got
crit.
this.
So he hits the ogre. It deals this much to the ogre. It slices at his knee and goes, "Rah!" And he just does that. So that's it for the soldiers over there. Soldiers over here. It's gonna try to attack. These guys are gonna try to gang up on the ogre. Actually, no, they hear Axios cry and they try to spread out, so they are not as affected from the blast. Joseph will go into one of the homes And he'll spread about. Hearing Axis' command, he'll hop over this. And Neo will follow suit and will fucking get the hell out of dodge. And these two guys are running into an ogre problem, so they have no place to go, so they'll each roll an attack. This next roll will just represent both of them each trying to hit the ogre. 1 second, please. Being a DM, folks, if this was actual tabletop, it would have been faster, so. That will not hit the ogre. Good thing. Wait, these are not the ones affected by the crack. So they try to swing at the ogre, but they miss because they're afraid of getting hit. Beatrice will adjust her position and will then lightning bolts all across this entire area to the
Yeah.
horde, basically striking down. So this zombie will instantly get hit because he's trapped and he can't make dex saves. But the horde, half of this horde next to the ogre, the two zombies there, and this horde will all get hit with lightning bolts. So let me just roll dex save for all of them. Failed. 8d6 worth of lightning damage.
EM question.
Yes.
Do we have to make dex rolls?
No. She is smart, so she adjusts it to where no one takes damage.
All right.
All right. So let me roll for the zombies, see if they're still alive or not. No. So Beatrice, like a house of fire, clears half the horde of this, so I'll have to place 5 zombie tokens there. Clears half the horde of this, and brings the ogre down to 1 HP. And and this zombie dies, and this zombie dies too. Boop. All right.
Should I roll damage for the traps?
The traps are there mainly to trap them, but they don't seem to be taking as much damage. So again, that green glow effect, but it has served its purpose.
But one stuck, he can't move, he can't charge.
He can't move, he can't make dex saves, and that's why he instantly failed that dex save.
Okay.
The ogre's at 1 HP, so this archer's gonna try to take advantage of it, see if he can take down the ogre. Well, just hit, so he'll deal half damage, which is a d10. Cut that in half, so that's 1. Let me just roll for undead fortitude. Basically, has to get 1 to fail. Yeah, ogre's still up. Focus fire on the ogre. Just review the map. Going back and forth, it's not easy. So Koto, you encouraged the men to focus fire on the one that you attacked. So these 4 archers, 5 archers now, that since this guy's involved, will do so. So I'll just roll 1d20 to represent the entire roll for all of them, just to make things faster. So d20. They all hit the ogre. D10. Oh, so they'll deal 4 damage, and how many of them? 4 times 5, so that's a total of 20 damage to the ogre. The ogre takes a bunch of arrows to his entire body, but it is still up. But it is on its last legs for sure. Anea will fire her arrow at the ogre that these 2 guards are trying to hit. So she will make an attack roll. Watch her roll on that 20 and have plot armor. She almost did, actually. So she'll hit the ogre, and she has a short bow, which I believe does a d6. Yes.
D6.
D6. Wait. 3 points of and her bonuses, of course. She deals 9 damage to the ogre. That is looking more fresher than the others. Joseph will peek out, see the dragon still up there, and will peek back inside because he's definitely afraid. Is that all the NPCs? I believe that is it. Sorry that took a long time, folks, but that's what happens when you manage a bunch of PCs. Speaking of PCs, let's go to black. He sees you, Axius, clearly carrying the skull in your tail, and he says, "You." And then he points the finger with the humanoid hand and will just shoot a beam at you. It hits you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I use my cloud moon reaction to direct it at the ogre?
What does the cloud root specifically say?
Let's see with the.
Thank you, brother.
When you or a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you, as myself, is hit by an attack roll, you can use a reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target of the attack instead using the same roll.
So here's the thing. It's not an attack.
All right,
You have to
said
make a save.
a con save.
Con save. So this is your strong suit.
Like where your head's at, though.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
good strategy.
10. Let me just check Black's DC real quick.
That's a fucking
Unlock this
fail.
one. You failed it by only by a few numbers. So he will use Finger of Death on you,
Okay.
which is I gotta look up this spell because it's a lot of dice.
I'm sorry, my friends.
So you see his hand, his unhumanoid hand, undragonborn hand, excuse me, just points, and as it does, a black visceral beam points down at you, Axius, and just hits you square in the chest. So much so that you think you're on death's door. So Finger of Death is 78 plus 30 damage. So let me roll
Plus 30?
78. Yep, plus 30. But he can only use it once per day though.
Yep, no.
So he'll do 60 total damage.
60?
Is that more than double your health?
Wait. How much damage?
60.
78 plus 30. So a total of 60.
I'm down. But
Yeah.
not dead.
Is it more than double your hit points?
No.
Okay, that's good.
So Axius is down. Finger of Death also has another ability, but that basically we'll see what happens on Black's next turn. But he will then use a bonus action to say Actum Arcana Sandro. And everyone that can see a zombie just looks in the general direction of where Axius would be. That being said, Koto, you're up. All of a sudden, all the zombies that you see around you just all shift into one general direction, and you look behind you and you see Axius is down with the red skull right next to him. What do you do?
They didn't tell me anything about this damn skull. Every time I try to ask about it,
Pick it up with your
they're like,
hands.
I'm just gonna keep focus firing on this guy.
Okay, make an attack roll. Hey, that just hits his ace. Actually, yeah, that actually hits
It's a
him.
1. It's a 1. It's
That's
a nat 1. It misses.
Oh, it's a nat
Automatically
one. Oh,
misses.
yep.
Yeah.
You pull your arrow back, but it just goes down. It hits one of the
Okay,
rooftops.
Fancy shot.
See if you could go again. That will hit.
28 to hit.
Damn,
Almost
that's
a nat 20.
almost max. That's basically the maximum roll too.
Yeah.
That hits. Roll damage.
Plus 1. These D4s are killing me. That's 13 points of damage to him.
13 points of damage. All right, he has to beat 13
Oh,
or more
I
to
had an
stay alive.
inspiration. I could have re-rolled that nat 1. Fuck.
Oh well. I rolled 2 by accident. My apologies. Let me roll this one. How would you like to defeat the zombie ogre?
Through the head.
All right. So you shoot your first arrow. Oh shit, that misses. But then you instantly pull the second arrow again, and straight through the dome goes. Oh! You see the green light from him fade and just go, destroying the building in front of Blue. This ogre's dead. All right. Axius, make a death saving throw.
Wait, didn't you skip me?
No, I didn't.
So just
okay.
D20.
Straight D20 roll. You must get a 15 or higher to succeed in a death saving throw.
Nope, that's 9.
Nope, that's one failure. Again, you guys start. Actually, who's near him? Kodo, make a perception check. Say again.
15.
You start to see Axius's body strangely contort and start to glow a bit. You've seen this weird process before. This is basically as if someone is slowly turning into an undead zombie. You
Okay.
do see this. So you get the feeling that like he might turn. It's the bad guy's turn. The dragon will swoop down and will land right here in front of Axius. And we'll just go to town on all these fools. Frightful presence. So first off, these dudes must make a save, or else they're afraid. Natural one. So everyone around the area, so every NPC around the area is deathly afraid. And then claw attack against one of the soldiers. That 6 plus. I have to turn the page here. Ugh. 6 plus 7 will hit the guard, kills the guard. Slash. Dead. You just see this dragon just eviscerate everyone. So is it 2 or 3 attacks with the dragon? It is 3 attacks. So second attack from the dragon. They'll hit. That'll kill the second one. Third attack. Natural one will fail this next one. So he kills 2 out of the 3 and just completely eviscerate them. The ogre will march closer. The zombies will too. This zombie in particular takes the skull into its hands. So this zombie currently, and I'll mark him down, has the red skull in his hands, and is slowly approaching the dragon. But he doesn't. He's basically spending all his movement just to get the skull, pick it up, and go near the dragon. Everyone else kind of just goes and moves forward. This ogre's just gonna smack one of these dudes. Sorry, it's taking a while, everyone. But again, when there's multiple things around, what happens? That will
Rico
kill
have an
one of the
attack of
guards.
opportunity.
He is in a tower, so he can't.
Oh,
So this ogre kills one of them. The horde continues through the town. They are slowly evading the town and are just multiplying by the hundreds. The zombie's still stuck, so he'll stay there like a chump. But yeah, situation looks even dire, friends. Blue, it's your turn. Black shot this black beam at Axius, and Axius went down from all you know. So that being said, what would you like to do?
Yeah, seeing the black beam, but also seeing the zombies coming in from the north. Take a moment to look back and forth. And the zombies take precedence. So move me within 40 feet, basically melee range of the zombies to the north.
Okay. Would you like? So you're gonna be basically in front of 2 hordes, which is about 20 zombies. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes, right next to Rico, thereabout.
Okay, so Rico's above in a tower above. So you are standing in front of 2 massive hordes.
Okay, that's fine. When I get within melee range, I am going to
Mhm.
cast Thunder Wave which is a 15-foot cube in front of me.
You could definitely get into melee range and do that if you wish.
Now, I will also use my one channel divinity, which
Mhm.
allows me to max out the damage, meaning
Ooh!
16 thunder damage. However, they still get to make a save, which is going to be, I think, a reflex.
It's a dex save. So what's the DC?
No, it's actually a constitution.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
On a
What's the
failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet. On a successful, half as much, not pushed.
All right. What's the spell DC?
8 plus.
Your proficiency. They rolled a 19, so they're gonna stay put,
It's
but they'll
it's
take.
gonna be a save.
They're
So they
gonna take half damage.
8 thunder damage, and they are not pushed.
A big thunder clash happens, but the horde doesn't seem unfazed. Some of them get shocked, but nothing much happens. Is that your turn?
And yes, that is my turn.
Rico, make a perception check. You do see Black shooting a black beam at Axios, and Axios going down.
Also, as a quick note, everybody within 300 feet knows what I did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you see Axios go down and drop the skull. What would you like to do?
I don't think I could rush there. Has it been more than 10 minutes since I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yes, this is like an hour or two later
Okay.
after you did that.
I'd like to crossbow Black.
Okay. Make an attack roll against Black.
Is he within 80 feet?
Oh, yes, you could definitely get him in range.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna firebolt him instead.
You're gonna firebolt.
15 to hit.
Will not hit. He uses his monk-like reflexes. He sees it coming. He just moves his head.
Is it too late to use my inspiration?
It is not. If you would like to inspire, go ahead.
Yep. 11. Nope.
Still, no, nothing. Not much has changed.
All right.
Anything else?
I guess I'll yell out. Axios is down.
Okay.
Yeah, head towards the dragon.
All right. So you are in a tower. So if you would like to get down said tower, it's basically you're still going to be in the house, basically, unless you want to jump off the fucking tower itself.
No, I know how you do fall damage.
I got you, buddy. Come on down.
Nope. Yeah, I'll start heading down.
Okay, you head downstairs. That's basically going to be your movement for the turn.
Okay.
All right. Ichabod, you hear that Axios is down. What would you like to do?
I have no way of saving him or getting him back up. So I'll move out and attack the ogre.
All right. Attack roll. It's taking some damage.
Longsword.
Uh-huh.
21.
Hits. Damage.
10 points of damage.
You slash at him.
Second swing.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Hits.
12 points of damage.
Okay. Still kind of up, but it's on his last legs.
With the dagger. +1 dagger.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Hits. Damage.
8 points of damage.
All right. He has to roll an 8 or higher to live. He fails. How would you like to take down this ogre?
Both my slashes on his knees to make him fall down, and then the dagger right in the head.
As you stab the dagger in the head, you do see your dagger inside this ogre's body as well.
Give me that.
All right.
I'll
Anything
turn
else you would
to
like to
men.
do?
I will turn to the men, yell, attack the horde. I'll try to yell up to Beatrice, the half elf.
Yep.
Lightning the dragon. And the other 3 archers to shoot at the horde too.
Okay. All right. NPCs go. They will follow suit with your plan. All of them attacking one zombie apiece out of this horde. Attack rolls. Sorry for the audience, but again, so what happens is there's a bunch. They all rolled a nat 1. So they're so excited to take down this horde. And they're so encouraging that they missed all their attacks. The
What about the
archers.
archers?
Well, let's find out about the archers, see how many they can take down. 7 plus 3. That just hits their AC. Oh, someone left and came back. So this is a D10, but that just hits the zombie's armor class. 10, so 5 damage. So they all shoot the arrows. You said to shoot them against the dragon or the horde?
The horde.
Yeah, so they do cold arrow damage to the horde. Beatrice. She'll turn around. She will, as I look through her spell list,
If she can.
try to bit. She says, "That is a dumb idea. I got something better." She'll try to banish the dragon.
Oh,
So,
snap.
so the dragon must make a charisma saving throw.
And then Black falls 100 feet.
The dragon, unfortunately, does succeed, just beating her DC. So the dragon turns around and just roars, and then all of a sudden, this breaks her concentration. She's like, "Damn it! I almost had it!" So unfortunately, that's what she will do for her turn. Anea, seeing this, well, let me just roll a d20 here to see what she will do in this situation. 12. What do you guys think Anea would do in this situation? She's on
Run up to
horseback
Axis.
with an arrow. Is that consensus of the group?
Or she'll shoot at Black.
Yeah, shoot black.
Shoot black? Is that confirmation from the entire group?
Other
All right,
person, so I can't say who she would shoot.
All right. D20 against black. Oh my god, she almost rolled a nat 20. Her being kind of afraid of the dragon, but also her being afraid of the dragon due to frightful presence. She tries to shoot at black, but just like it just goes launching into the air.
Doesn't she
And
have
she's
inspiration?
You, the players, have inspiration.
Ah, okay.
She does not. I believe these guys will basically run away because of frightful presence. They can't really do much. The guys in the watchtowers will just stay put. All right. Black's turn. He will hop off this dragon, go to the zombie with the red skull, pick up said skull, and will issue the command word. "We are coming to soon. He will then pocket it, go onto the dragon, and we'll see what happens. Kodo, you are up. You see all this. You see Axios is slowly turning into a zombie. What would you like to do?
Can't do anything for him. I'm gonna take shots at Black.
Make an attack roll. Good luck.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right, reroll it.
The 27 to hit.
It will hit. Roll your damage.
13.
Okay, good news and bad news. You hit. He will use his reaction to deflect missiles. So he'll burn a key point to grab his arrow, to grab the arrow that you just shot. Let me just see how much. Deflect missiles. A D10 plus 13, which doesn't matter because he'll negate all damage. So he'll block it. He'll point towards you, smirk, spend another key point, and just toss it right back at you.
Sweet. I'm
Hey.
gonna do the same thing to him.
Let's see what happens. So let me just read deflect missiles. It was just a free hand. You
Oh,
can
I
spend
love
one key
that.
point to make a range attack as a monk weapon. So this is just this plus his dex. So his dex modifier is a +5, so it's this +5. And this counts as a that'll definitely hit you. So a 17 plus 5 will definitely hit.
And I will redirect the missile back to him.
Well, let me roll damage first. Let me see. It doesn't say what kind of damage type. What damage does your longbow do?
D8.
D8. So I'll
But
just roll a
his-
D8 plus his attack.
Yeah.
Oh, not
D8.
much. So 8 damage. So you're gonna deflect missiles back.
Yep, I'm gonna deflect my missile right back at him.
All right, roll a D10. See how much you reduce it by. You just need to reduce it by 8, and you can use your reaction.
Yeah,
to
mine is
reduce it.
1d10 plus 7.
Yes, so it doesn't matter. So you catch it. Would you like to use a reaction to toss it back at him to burn another
Yeah.
key point? Okay.
Yeah.
So roll
It's
a
only
D10.
one key point to catch it and then throw it back. It's not two.
Yeah.
If you have a
Swing
free
key
thing,
point.
you can spend a key point to make a range attack. So you have to spend a key point to catch and then another key point to toss. All right. Would you roll on the attack roll?
$12.
12 doesn't hit. He catches it,
No,
smirks, throws it back.
No, wait. You were asking for
Yep.
damage. You weren't asking for attack.
Oh, my apologies. So this would be attack roll. My apologies. So make your attack roll. Because you still have to hit. And if it hits, we'll just apply that damage.
I'm at 20.
Hey, look at that. So you get max damage on your longbow arrow plus 12.
that was-
So what's the total damage?
That would be 16. So 21 plus 12. So 33 points of damage.
How much?
33.
33 points of damage. Oof. He
And I
catches it,
smirk at him.
smirks. You catch it, smirk back, he toss it with even faster words and goes, ah. But he does give you a quite look of, like, impressive. But he has an arrow
And-
sticking in him now.
I do my Kinsey shot.
All right. Attack with the Kensei shot. Let's see how well you do.
25 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
$11 points of damage.
He will take it.
And that would be me.
All right. So we got some bad news, folks. We got some bad news because of Finger of Death. It has a second ability. I'm gonna just read it to you because it is this point. It is Axius's turn, but on his turn, it failed the death. So when a creature, I'm just gonna read it. A humanoid creature killed by the spell rises at the start of the dex. Okay, so you still have to make your death saving throws. That's a good thing, Axius. So make your death save. You must get a 15 or higher to succeed. Oh, that's a second failure. All right, top of the round. Bad guys get to go. The dragon, after hearing the command, will fly away with Black. Leaving combat, essentially, flying hundreds of feet in the air. The zombies will then continue to run town. Blue, this is why I say you would be careful, because now a whole horde is coming at you. And just surrounding you, basically, and will attack you. So I'm just going to roll 1d20 to represent all 10 of those attacks. Does a 14 beat your AC?
That meets my AC.
So you will take half of this damage. So, that being said, there's 10 of them. So usually you would take 50 points of damage, but you'll only take 25.
Now, as a reaction, I
Mhm.
have a feature that allows me to deal damage to the creature that hit me.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Continue.
How would that work with a horde?
For shits and giggles, we'll say they'll apply to the whole horde because they're attacking simultaneously.
You do a Mo slap.
So if
Okay,
you want to deal
so
set damage to them, you can.
yes, this is Wrath of the Storm.
Ooh.
Reaction causes creature to make a Dex saving throw, DC
Okay.
13.
Okay. They succeed.
Okay,
19
so
straight on the dice, -2, so still passing.
2d8 is going to be 10 points. Making the save is going to make it 5 points.
All right. They all took lightning damage. Now make 10 Constitution saving throws to see if you're infected or not.
Just a second.
Uh-huh.
Just my hit points.
DC 10. Con save.
DC 10 con. Okay, number 1.
So you. Yep.
Well, I'm infected because that's a nat 1 on the first roll.
Oh! All right. Blue is infected.
I guess I
Yeah,
don't
don't
need to
even
roll
bother.
the other 9, right?
Nah, don't even make it. You, as one of them, as they all hit you, you do feel this necroticness going through your entire body, and you see like the similar black. You have like a black vein that's slowly going towards you. Let me roll to see where you are bitten at. But you get bitten all over the place, and I'll just say it's covering most of your body. All right, I got more bad news for you, Blue. I'm sorry. Well, wait. This horde will attack the crew. The crew of wannabe adventurers on attack roll. Wow, that's crazy. I'm rolling like a demon. I'm sorry. Oh, you as you get hit by these hits, you're like, damn, this sucks. But then you just turn and you see these four just getting munched on by this entire horde, as all four of these guys are now dead,
Oh,
and as they having their snack.
Well, I never said Blue was the smartest of Dragonborn.
You never did say that. So, Ichabod, this one's gonna come and attack you since you're
Alright.
since you're near it. It's only gonna make one attack though. Does a 11 hit? I'm assuming not.
Nope, 15.
Dodge out of the way of that. Next. This one's stuck in a trap forever. These guys are just gonna go through town looking for food, including the ogre. The ogre sees Anea as food, but will only get up to here. The horde is spreading throughout town. So are these zombies. This zombie's gonna try to attack this guy. This looks very bad.
Is there any way that I can protect that guy?
How? You use your reaction. There's nothing more
I
you can
know. Look, I'm just asking. All right, I got nothing. I'm just asking. Can I help out my my pillow fluffer?
When you
since
look
he's been
down, you
giving
try
me
to find a
arrows?
way to help this situation. You see this dude just getting chewed on by the zombie. This dude dead.
Ah,
Did it hit him?
Oh, it hit him for sure. These guys have low AC. So that leaves all the zombies for the baddies, and the dragon flew away. Rico, you're up. The situation is dire as you
do we
exit
know
out.
if
You see that
zombies
the
can climb ladders?
oh, you don't know that, so who knows? But Rico,
I'm about to
Rico,
find out,
you make it.
aren't I?
Rico, you make it out of the building. You see Blue around the corner being surrounded by a horde. What would you like to do?
I'd like to dash and try to get within 30 feet of Axios.
Okay. Move patiently. Move like one brick at a time, just so I know where you at. There's a bunch of zombies around, so keep that in mind.
Well, I don't know how to exit this building. Like where
Let me
the
just zoom
doors
in
are.
here.
I think you gotta run
You-
down to the gate.
I will say, let me just give a highlighter, that there's like entrances here and there. It's not like a full-fledged castle. It's more like a courtyard with multiple entrances. So there's like an exit here. There's an exit here near you.
Okay. So here's 5. 10.
Uh-huh. Blue surrounded by the horde.
15.
Uh-huh.
20.
Right here, actually.
25.
Uh-huh.
And the dash. 5. I'm just gonna run through. Is this a single zombie?
Yes.
Okay. 10. 15.
You're gonna run
and
past
then,
him?
yeah, because I'm a halfling, I can share space.
Okay.
Um,
Attack of opportunity, then.
Well, I'm not running outside of that. Just am I within 30 feet of Axios?
Let me see. Let me get my measurements here. You are about 15 feet.
Okay. Bonus action, spare the dying.
All right. You spare the dying Axius. He lives another day for now, but he's unconscious though, unaware of what's going on.
Does that mean that I don't?
So
have to
you're
make
not.
a roll?
So you don't have to roll death saving throws. However, you're unconscious still.
Alright.
And you're not
Well,
fully dead yet, and you're still affected by the finger of death, as far as we know. All right. Is that gonna be your turn, Rico?
Yep.
Ichabod,
Oh,
what are you doing?
Can I?
Yes.
Oh, I already used my bonus action. Never mind.
Ichabod, you're up. There's a zombie in front of you, but you see that the town is slowly depleting with the horde. What would you like to do?
Oh, swing at that guy in front of me.
Attack roll.
15.
Hits. Damage.
9 points.
You
Second
said 9?
attack.
Hold on. Before you make your
Hello?
second attack. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if he lives or not. That's 20. Yeah, he still lives.
All
So
right.
go ahead and make your second attack.
Second attack. 13.
That will hit. Roll damage.
6 points of damage.
See if he lives. He lives. Damn.
Offhand
19.
attack with the dagger.
All right. Let's see if the zombie goes down or not.
24.
Hits.
5 points of damage.
See if it beats a 5. Wow. With all your might, this zombie is still up.
Second wind. No, not second wind.
Action surge.
Action surge.
All right, 2 more attacks with the longsword. Let's do it.
16.
Hits. Damage.
10 points.
50-50. Succeeds. Second attack with the longsword.
Oh crap. 8.
That misses. You're carving this zombie up like if it's a cake. However, with all your strikes and all your slashing, it's still trying to go mangle itself back together, just very so slowly as it still stands.
I'm not going to yell at anyone else. Hopefully they'll shoot at the horde, the archers.
All right. NPCs go. With all this commotion going on, let me see who's near. Blue. With all this commotion going on, all of a sudden, in a house nearby you, what seems like to be an old shack, out comes out this weird looking old dude wearing like old wizard garbs. You think that this is Orion the Old, as you recall stories. He goes, "Oh, what the hell is going? Oh shit!" And he kind of looks around, seeing the dire situation. He's like, "Oh fuck this! I'm going back inside." And then he goes back inside, and but he does leave the door open. Well, Sirius, we'll get to that in a second. So he's like, "If there's any living folk here, come. I don't have time." And he goes inside into his house. So let me just roll D4 here. Okay, if form around, something will happen with this old dude. All right, NPCs go. Beatrice, seeing this opportunity, she's like, "Yeah, this looks strange." So she'll Misty Step, go through the courtyard, and will basically only spend her movement to get to the door. She turns around to see Blue, and she says, "Well, I recommend if you just hurry up and get inside this damn house." And she's gonna open the door, but she can only get there for the turn. Uh, Everyone else kind of like just scatters about, especially the ground soldiers, because a fucking dragon was about. So they are off the map and they ran away because they are afraid and don't want to fight anymore. This guy's just at the edge of town. The archers are trying the best that they could, but seeing that they're cutting their losses, they will climb down and make an escape towards the woods aside. The one right next to you, nearby you, Kodo, like looks at you and he says, "What do I do? They're all over the place." And he looks scared and desperate.
I would run.
All right,
The town
good
is
idea.
lost.
All right, he jumps down and he runs away. Luckily, the one that's caught in the trap tries to reach out, but misses him. He tries to go he's getting the fuck out of there. And the other archers will, of course, take their leave as well, seeing that they are clearly losing the battle and they're not going to risk their lives trying to stop an unwinnable fight. Let's see here. I think that's everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot about this dude. He's just been hiding the whole time. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm getting out of here." So he will leave. Joseph sees an ogre outside and goes back inside. Let me roll to see what a native will do here. For the players, I apologize. It's just what happens when there's a lot of stuff going on. What do you guys think a native should do? It's another mid roll, so
Just turn their horse and take off.
is that consensus of the group?
I mean, that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. She will leave. She kind of regrets it, but she leaves on horseback as she's trying to get away from town as much as she could. Black, flying with his dragonborn, will laugh maniacally and exiting as he leaves combat with his green dragon. Kodo, you're
How
up.
far away is Black?
He's like way further, at least like 300 feet away. He's flying on a dragon. So
So he's still within range.
with your longbow, you could certainly try to
Yeah.
make an attack.
Well, since it's one of my Kinsey weapons, range doesn't matter. I don't get a disadvantage at 600 feet.
Alright. Attack roll then.
I-
See if you
I'm
can
just
knock him down.
thinking. I'm thinking. Okay, there's a
He's
lot of
flying
stuff
away.
going
He's
on
getting
right
away.
now. I know, but there's zombies trying to eat me too. So my fluffer just died. There's a zombie at my
Oh.
ladder. How far down is this building from my tower?
That is about 5 feet, but you have to make a jump.
What I'm gonna try to do is use all my
Oh, boy.
movement because I see Beatrice say "fuck this" and she stepped
She's
over
going
here.
to some old dude's house.
Hey, she doesn't. She seems like the type that doesn't trust anything. If she's going this way, I'm gonna follow her. kind of like following the rats off the ship.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to jump down here. If it's just 5 feet, I don't need to burn a key point. I'm just gonna
You
try
don't need to
to
burn a
bounce
key
all the
point?
houses.
Okay, so you
No.
don't need to burn a key point, but I need you to make an athletics check to do all this stuff because
Can I do
you're jumping
acrobatics
from a
instead?
rickety. Convince me.
I'm a martial artist. I'm just gonna be doing all my
I'm going to do
ninja
flips
moves all
and
over the
stuff.
place. Yeah.
All right, make an acrobatics check. See how well you do as you jump from an unstable platform.
Normal monkey flippy stuff.
19.
And you do set monkey flipping stuff. You jump from building to building using your ninja prowess.
Yeah. So how far is 80 feet gonna get me?
So you're jumping down 5, so that's 5. So hopping from building to building, you basically have to do here. The zombie's not on top of the building, that's just where he's at ground level. So 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. You could get there with your movement for sure.
Yeah.
Because you're
Definitely.
hopping from rooftop to rooftop, and then you're jumping like basically 10 feet down.
Yeah.
So you got
if it's more than 10 feet, I'll have to burn a key point. So just tell me if there's like a spot between the roofs that's more than 10 feet, I'll burn a key point.
well, all the houses are clumped together, so there's no problem with that. You get to here, you gotta jump 10 feet down from the building you are at right now.
10 feet will be fine. If I gotta do more than 10 feet, that's when I have to burn a key point.
All right, so you jump off. You do take a D10 worth of fall damage because it's 10 feet. You take 4 points of falling damage as you jump down.
No, 10 feet is my max
10
because
feet.
my strength.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So
I'd have to
you
burn.
jump down.
Yeah. I
Right?
don't take
You
any
go
damage.
into the fucking. All right, you jump it down. You go into the fucking house.
And once I
you're
get to her, I'm like, why are we running?
She opens the door and then you just jump into the house. I'll explain what the house is, but as far as you know, you're out of combat.
Yeah. As soon as I get there, I'm out of breath looking at her. Like, why?
She-
I know that we're out of combat, but yeah, that's what I'm basically asking her. Like, why are we
All right.
running?
All right, Axios, you're unconscious. Unfortunately, there's nothing more you can do. Bad guy's turn. Yeah. The zombie can only move for that turn. The zombie will look for food. The zombie will still look for food. The ogre's gonna smash into it and kill Joseph. You just hear a little, oh! The horde will close in more. Now there's 2 hordes in front of blue. So this is 20 attacks worth in 1 dice.
I'm just gonna save you the trouble and say I have 2 hit points left.
Does a 12 hit you?
No.
You, with whatever remaining monk strength you have left, just evade all 20 of these hits. Yeah. Food. Rico, there's 3 zombies nearby you. They will all make attacks now. One roll to represent 3. 1 roll to represent 3 attacks. That will definitely hit. You take 15 points of damage, and I need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws.
Sweet.
DC 10.
19.
Pass.
Oh, 6.
That's a fail. You are infected.
Cool.
Don't even bother rolling the next one. Alright. This zombie is still stuck in the trap. This horde will destroy, unfortunately, the nice tavern, searching for food. And then, Ichabod, the one will attack you. Attack roll. 14 doesn't hit, I presume.
Nope.
Okay, you
It's
dodge
not
out of the way of the attack. You dodge out of the way of the attack, and you see it regenerate itself. And that's it for the baddies, because there's no dragon anymore. Blue, you're up. There's 2 hordes around you, and you hear behind you some old man yelling to get it the fuck inside.
Yeah.
And see,
Knowing I'm infected, with thaumaturgy still going on,
Mm-hmm.
you all hear above the city that the city is lost. We need to retreat. And with that, I would cast again Thunderwave on the original cluster I was fighting or facing.
If you want, you based on your proximity and just the general fact that the horde is like completely in front of you, you could attempt to get to push some of the horde back enough for you to escape. That is, as they make their saves. If they
Okay.
don't make their saves, excuse me.
Yeah.
So,
DC
so what's the
13 con.
con is their strong house? They fail. They get pushed back. I'm not gonna ask you to roll
Okay.
damage because, well, roll damage. Why not? So
That's 2D. Yeah, 2D8. Oh, fun. 8 points of damage total.
okay,
And any
they just
zombies that
succeed.
were
That
close
sucks.
are pushed 5 feet back.
Okay. There's an opening for you to leave without anyone trying to kill you.
And move 40 feet south.
You don't want to get into the house.
Nope.
Okay. 40 feet south it is. You could get basically up to the gardens at this point, the edge of the gardens.
Knowing I'm infected, I may become a threat to those whom I call friends.
All right. That being said, Rico, you're up. There's zombies around you. You've been bitten. Axius is unconscious but safe at the moment. What would you like to do?
I'll take the attacks of opportunity and circle around to Axios. Um,
7 hit you, I'm assuming does not hit you, right?
no, it doesn't.
Your halfling nimbleness best suited you. You went under the legs of one of the creatures, and all three of them tried to swipe, but failed to do so.
I imagine like Axios's kind of crumpled body is about half as tall as I am. So
Yes.
I'm just gonna back up against him, tears streaming down my face, and Toll the Dead, the one closest to me.
All right. Toll the dead must make wisdom save.
Yep.
It fails.
Right. And is he missing any health?
Yes, he is.
Voice. Big money, no whammies.
Oof.
It's only
That's a
5
big whammy.
points. I know.
You hear him. You hear him
Um,
go with a loud ring in the ear.
And I know it's not going to really help him, but I'll do my bonus action temporary HP thing.
Cannon.
Yeah.
You gain HP, but the smoke unfortunately does not bring Axius back. Although some of the vapors go inside him. All right, Ichabod, you're up. You hear this loud cry from Blue. What would you like to do? You're there right now. The forest around you is burning to a crisp. What would you like to do?
Still got this one in front of me. I got to fight.
Okay. You want to take it down. All right.
First roll. 12.
Hits.
6 points of damage.
See if it dies. It lives.
11.
That will hit.
For 8 points of damage.
See if it lives. It will die. How would you like to defeat this zombie that you've been slashing and killing the entire time?
Oh, long sword through the chest, and then I'll rip it up through its head.
Damn. You slash it right in half as you deal the killing blow. And you
Down,
hear
right?
this. And yep, he's dead. The forest around you is burning up, and the fire's slowly catching towards you.
Can I see if the horde's moving back towards me or is moving away from me?
No, it's going through the town as we speak.
I will run this way 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm going to try to make my way to that opening with the river, grab axes, and pull them out.
You don't know what's going on with Axios right now.
Oh,
You
I
know
don't?
he got hit. Nope, you don't. You were on the other side of town the whole time.
Oh.
I did yell out, Axios is down.
And,
Did you cast
with all
thaumaturgy?
these, with
No.
all the fences down, don't I see them?
Make a history. Actually, yeah, make a history check. Just make a general history check. This is how I'm going to solve this.
Okay.
Because Rico didn't cast thaumaturgy, but he did yell out. So let's see if he remembers.
I was in the tower when I did it, if that helps.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So this is why we're doing the history check with Ichabod to see if he
Where's
remembers
my-
this or not.
Can't find history. Oh, there it
It
is.
is. Yep. So make a history check to see if you remember or not.
12.
Let me roll percentile dice. That's too close to call here. Okay. You did recall Rico saying Axios down, so continue.
All right. Well, how much more movement do I have?
Well, let me just get my nice little ruler out. You have 5 feet of movement left.
So I'll get to the edge right here and look through that where they've broken
Yep.
open the gate.
At this point, you see Rico crouched down next to Axios. Axios is face down to the ground, and you see zombies approaching them. So the NPCs go, but there isn't much NPCs. They're all kind of left the party. Black's
Hell,
turn, but he's left.
Can I throw a rock or something to try to distract them, make noise?
No, at this point, no.
Alright.
Kodo, you are out of combat, so nothing happens. Oh yeah, so Kodo, you go into this weird old man's house. So you go into this little shack. It looks like a small building. When you go in, it's like a mage's tower. It's fucking weird. And then you're joined by Beatrice. And we'll see what happens with that in the next session. But for now, continuing on, Axios, you are down but unconscious. So we're just gonna go back and forth between Ichabod, Rico, and the baddies. Blue, at this point, you could clearly make it out of town without a shadow of a doubt. But we're gonna just at this point go from the bad guys to Blue to bad guys, Rico, Ichabod, Axios. So these guys are just gonna mow through town. These three are gonna try to get you, Rico, since you're the closest target. One of them will spend all of its time moving. The other two will make attacks against you. So this is one roll for 2 attacks. That they will both miss. They are misjudging your height, as to say. Beatrice is no longer on the playing field. These hordes, along with the fire, slowly spreading through town, and half the town is slowly burning down as this horde is traveling. And this ogre is just crushing building and building and building, just trying to find food. Rico, you're up. What would you like to do? There's 3 zombies in front of you. Axis is behind you. You see Ichabod is slowly coming to you. You hear Blue saying that to retreat. You don't know where anyone else is. What would you like to do?
I'd like to toll the dead, whoever looks the shittiest in this group.
That would be the one you hit Toll of the Dead last time.
Alright. Wisdom save, please.
It fails.
Sweet.
Big monies, no whammies.
Alright. 14 points necrotic.
See if it lives. Natural 1. It dies. It rings his head. The bell ring hits his head so hard that his head just explodes, killing it.
Turn to Axios and go, get up. Your wife needs you. This group needs you. I need you to finish this. Get up.
You're gonna try to bring him back just by words.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do.
Make a perception check, Axios. See if you hear these words.
13.
13. You hear, get up, you're up, like every other third word as you are trying to, as like you're in this weird unconscious state.
Like an AT&T phone call.
Basically. All right, Ichabod, you see this going on. Rico is trying to desperately defend Axios. What do you do?
I am gonna come up to this one and swing away.
All right. Ichabod to the rescue.
First swing, 9.
Doesn't hit.
Second swing, 13.
That one will hit.
9 points of damage.
See if it lives. It dies. You cut the zombie's head off clean off as it perishes.
Move up to the other one and use my bonus swing on him.
All right, attack roll.
Dagger +1. 27. Natural 20.
Double. So max damage plus the additional damage dice.
Oh, well, it goes 2d4 +4, so
So okay. So we'll just use the first result. So you would deal 8 plus 3, so a total of 11. See if it lives. It lives. You stab it right in the chest, but it's still up somehow.
all right. Well, I'm done.
All right. Axios, you're
Can it be in
unconscious.
the back since I went up behind it? Oh no, never
Yes.
mind.
The zombie is very angry that you stabbed it with a dagger. It will try to attack you now.
All right.
It will miss. It's too weak to fight as it slowly just tries to swipe. You just easily dodge out of the way. Rico, you're up. Ichabod is clearly here for the save. What would you like to do?
Both dead.
Attack roll. Oh wait, it has to make a save. Damn.
Yeah.
What's the DC? Oh yeah, it fails. It rolled a 9. So
Oh, yeah.
roll the
so
damage, Rico. 2d12.
10.
Has to beat a 10. It has a 17. It hears the ring in its head, and blood is coming out of its ear holes. But it's still standing somehow. Anything else you would like to do, Rico?
Bonus action, temporary HP. Oh, nice. 13 points of temp HP all
To
around.
Ichabod. All right. Ichabod, you're up. You're going to try to take down the zombie?
Yeah.
All right. Stack roll.
Dirty 20.
Hits. Damage.
11 points of damage.
It dies. You killed this zombie. For now, you guys are safe. You're out of initiative order, so you three do what you want, as you're the only ones remaining.
We don't know where they went into the hut.
You
do
don't
we?
know. You do not know where everyone else is. For all you know, this is what's left. And everyone else either ran away or died.
I will grab axes underneath the arms. I want to start dragging them back out. How close is the fire here? I might head for the
It's
river.
like almost hitting the wall at this point.
Oh, and I won't go there. I'll hook them and head for the river.
All
First
right.
things first,
With-
where was I bitten?
Oh, yeah. Perfect question. So, let's roll a d10. And I'll let you know. I changed the number this time.
He bit your pinky.
You got bitten on the back.
Oh, I can't cut that out.
All right. What do you three do?
I'll tell Ichabod that I was bitten and show him.
Okay, this happens.
There's nothing I can do for that, right?
If we can find the certain person that healed me, we may be able to heal you. 'Cause remember, I got bit. I show him the scar on my leg, well, my pant leg.
So we're
There's
going to the
still
river.
hope. You haven't turned yet.
But if I do, you'll take care of it, right?
Oh, I'll lop your little head off in a heartbeat.
Good old Iron Eyes.
I'll wait until you turn. I won't kill you while you're alive.
Yeah, it goes without saying. And I try my best to pick up Axios.
Sure. You both pick up
I-
Axios. Where are you guys heading?
This way across the river.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
can we cross the river and then walk out where where those archers went?
Yeah. You can easily do that. The fire's not spreading that far. Okay, so as you guys are exiting and as you guys are taking your separate ways, Axios, you are in your unconscious state. You're in this weird black void. You're unsure. You're kind of in this in-between section. You don't know whether you're alive. You don't know if you're dead. But then you hear a familiar laugh going, and then you turn around and Asmodeus is behind you, and he says, "Well, this turned out to be better than I expected. Not only did I get the souls of those who died and those who remained undead, but it seems like I get yours too."
I just stare at him.
So, I see that talking with my fellow partners and talking to whatever remaining deities there is something we have much to discuss. That is, if you're willing to open for deals, of course.
Are you sending me back?
Maybe. Come follow me, child. And he like gestures you with his pointing finger. He's like, have a seat. And all of a sudden he conjures like this table that is like basic and like some chairs, with him having the biggest chair, of course.
I go and sit down. I don't see another way out.
Okay, you sit down. Koto, you are with Beatrice in this weird wizard's tower of sorts, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. As this weird old man like just like locks the door like just like a million locks, and then casts an incantation with a magical seal over set door, and then all of a sudden the door itself just vanishes.
I have an arrow notched. I definitely don't trust Beatrice. Now this old man is casting magic.
Oh, I see. You've come for safety. That's pretty smart of you too, of course. As he's like gathering his shit.
What are we doing? Why are we here?
Well, I came to find out what the fuck was going on, but it seems like there's zombies in town, and then I saw some stuff while I was inside. And Beatrice is like,
Ta-
are you a wizard? Yes. Then why the fuck did you just didn't help us out? Oh, I was just waking up from my nap with all that racket going on.
I start pressing my hand against the wall where the door was. Can they not come through here?
No, the door's gone. I made it vanish.
Can they come through this wall?
No, we are safe here.
I fear that the rest of our party won't be able to find where we're at. What will
Well,
happen to
that
them?
sucks. It's not my
See.
concern. But I do need your two's help for something. I'm afraid that I see that the dire situation has gone worse.
Yes. One known as Black now has two skulls. I do not know what it means.
Oh, yes.
That
Oh, yes,
seems
those skulls.
important to you somehow.
Yes. And before he continues, we move on to Blue. Blue, you are exiting out of town, and you could see that you could possibly catch up with Aneda, and Aneda approaches you, and she says, "Blue, are you okay? What's going on? Where are the others?"
I'm not sure. I was bit and I needed to run, so I ran. I don't know anything about the others.
Well, come, we could still catch up. Just hide the bites. They might be afraid of that, but we gotta go.
Speaking of which, where was I bitten?
Let me roll d10.
I think it would be easier to figure out where you weren't bitten.
Right.
Well, let me roll d10 5 times just to see what results we get. Because you were attacked by 2 hordes.
Right.
Okay,
Head,
so
shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
the leg, the arm, the back. 2 10s are back. 2 10s are back. Yeah, so your left arm, your right leg, and your back. Those are where the bites are concentrated at the most.
Yeah, he would do his best to try and hide those bite marks from everyone.
Well,
You
are
can.
they all infected or just the one that he lost on the con save?
He's infected in general, but he got attacked by 2 hordes worth. So
Yeah,
that's
also
why he
about
gets
a
that
minute ago I realized I could have rolled to re-roll that natural one.
Oops. Oops. Oof. That's rough. But Nada's like, "Oh, we gotta get going." And as you go, do you go with Anea first off? Yes or no?
Yeah, I would go with them.
As you approach, you see Amryn slowly joining the group, and she catches up with you. She says, "Wait, you're Blue. You're Axios' friend, right? I know
Yes.
you, Anea." She looks at the tent. She's like, "Damn, he really did do it, did he?"
I'm sorry. There's been a lot happening. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Who did what exactly?
Black, did he get the skull that my husband could have had?
I am not entirely sure. I know that your husband had a skull, and if that was Black's true intention with him flying off, I can only assume that he managed to get the said skull.
That's not good. I heard him over talk about the skull muttering to himself. And then
Yes.
cinematically, just imagining your guys' heads, Asmodeus, the weird wizard fucker, and Amryn says, "The skulls are dangerous." Simultaneously, it's like side by side. The skulls are dangerous, and we need to make sure they're not together. And we'll end the session here as the party splits off into 3 separate sections
No, let's keep
of the
going.
map.
Wait a minute. You said 3 to 5 hours.
Oh,
Listen,
this is getting good.
oh yeah. So the party split into 3 separate groups. A lot of chaos has happened. A lot of madness to ensure.
Chaos crew.
Because chaos crew indeed. I do have some bad news though. You failed to defend the town, and you failed to defeat Black. So unfortunately, there will be no level up in this case. But at least for me, I can't wait to see where this story goes through. So
Seems a little
until
unfair.
then,
We were way outnumbered.
well, I gave you 20 minutes to plan. So
Zombie
and you
apocalypse,
guys had
bro.
decisions. Listen, it happens, but I'm excited to see where this goes. So
we were only outnumbered 5-1. Nothing too bad.
well, until then, guys, first off, thank the Pocket Dimension. If you would like to join this crew, now split into 3 different groups, now is the perfect time to do so. So if you would like to join, you could join in by joining the Pocket Dimension Discord at the bottom of the link, where underneath the broadcast, of course, where you'll click on it. Click that. It's a great community with D&D and Pathfinder people. And if you would like interested in the campaign, message me and we'll discuss further. Other than that, I'd like to thank Lady K Does Art for the logo and the background, of course. And again, guys, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you all next week, and we'll see what happens when the party splits. Take care, y'all.